What's up, Level Uppers? Welcome to the Level Up Show, episode 202. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm one of your co-hosts, Andrew. I make the show Midori. Tonight I am joined by the classy douchebag, Mike McLaughlin. We have special guest. Michael McLaughlin. We've decided his name is more sophisticated that way. We've got a special guest, Kristins Support, my mistress, here. And also special guest, Discord community manager, Kelly Jellyfish.
Bow down.
Hello.
Bow down.
No, there's no need for that.
There's always a need for that.
No.
You really go out of your way to join us before as a voice, but now as a video guest. I mean, I feel like that is deserving of some recognition, Kelly.
Kelly's a thief.
You just keep you're taking it a step further and further. You just keep blowing our minds.
She's a thief.
It's alright. One day I'll actually be on the couch in person for real, forever.
Why is she a thief?
She's a thief
Suck
because
it, Joey.
she's...
I'm taking the guest room.
That's one of the predictions. We're gonna get to that one.
She's a thief because she stole my hot glue gun.
I know, I had it. I found it the other day.
Did you really?
I was like, yeah, and I was like, it's pink and covered in feathers. I was like, where have I seen this
It's
before?
pink and covered in feathers.
I don't think I knew
covered
that.
in yellow feathers.
That's
Remember
so
I was
funny.
looking for it that one
I
night?
shoved it in my bag, and I stole it from New Jersey.
Well, we kept some of your things, so that's okay.
Did you really?
Well, you left it behind intentionally, but you left behind the matte finish stuff for the for the tile and all that.
You left behind jewelry as well, remember?
I do, yeah.
And Joey left a shirt.
Did I take? I left a shirt there?
No, Joey did.
And Joey did.
Oh,
yeah.
Joe did. Okay.
It's a very nice shirt too.
People just love to leave their clothing here. I'm like, how do you not leave
Joe
with?
Joe
My
did
brother
leave the
leaves
bottle
stuff
of
a lot.
Jameson as well. That's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we still have that over there, don't we?
Yeah, it's definitely.
We still have it over there.
Thank you, Critically Awkward.
Well, let me acknowledge one thing really quick. Guys, the announcement is not happening immediately. I think some of you guys think it's happening immediately. We're going to, drag it out a little bit.
Not too long.
Not too long. We're going to go through all your predictions first and all of that at some point. But first, let's just say thank you so much for joining tonight. We do have 35 people already, which is a quick climb, quicker than usual. So it does seem like people are coming in excited for the announcement, which is awesome. Welcome to everybody that joined us. If you enjoy the show tonight at any point, hit that heart button here at twitch.tv/TheLevelUpShow. We'll do our best to give you a shout out, of course. Make sure to turn those notifications on so you get alerts whenever we go live, which is many times a week with variety game streams and, of course, our gaming talk show, The Level Up Show, 4 years running now. Just past 4 years in December.
Insane amount of time.
God,
Insane amount of time.
So long.
It doesn't feel like that long, but does it feel like that long? Do you think it's felt like that long?
Oh, yes.
It has. I had a feeling you would say that.
It's been a lot of lonely nights.
Aww.
It has been.
Actually, since people are excited, maybe we could do a little mini announcement to start. Since we're talking about lonely.
Okay.
We figured this
Kelly
year...
already knows. Kelly knows.
To celebrate Valentine's Day, it falls on a Tuesday this year.
No, it's a Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday. Okay, well, that's better then. Because I don't want to take over your night.
Yeah.
Wednesday night this year, Kristen and I will be doing our first dual stream together since, I think, my birthday episode, right?
It's birthday stream.
So we'll be doing what we're going to call, tentatively, a Lonely Hearts Night. And the reason we're going to do it, not because we're lonely, but because we want to bring in all of you guys that potentially are feeling lonely that night or feel like you're missing out with Valentine's Day. And we're going to show you what marriage is like. And that you maybe don't need to feel so bad.
And do you know how this all started? Can I just give a tiny, interesting backstory?
Always.
Kelly, am I allowed to say a little bit something personal about your life?
You are more than welcome to say anything you'd like, Chris.
Okay, so Kelly is seeing this guy. I'm not going to say his name or anything.
We know his name. We know his name.
But
Derek.
he holds the door
Steven.
for her, and he's such a gentleman. And we were texting one night.
My car doors for me.
Yeah, such a gentleman.
Such a weird thing to do.
Oh God, here we go. And we were texting one night, and I was like, God, Andrew has never done anything like that for me, even when we dated. So we guys started talking, and I was like, you know what? We're going to turn this into a show, and we're going to just crap on each other and make everyone else feel good about their life. So
yep. That's pretty much what it's going to be.
Yeah. So,
she's already put together a list. She has a list that is growing of all the things that she's going to blast me for.
I love it.
I just keep adding to this list. It's so easy.
And I refuse to make a list.
No, don't give it away.
But I'm not going to say why.
Save that line.
I'll save my reasoning for not making a list.
Every time we fight about something, I'm like, that's going on the list, Andrew.
And I can't make one, which sucks.
Because you're illiterate.
No, that's not why, Mike.
No.
So join us on Valentine's Day Eve. Not Eve.
No, actually just Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Wednesday. We'll be doing our first dual stream since the Happy Birthday stream, which I said actually yesterday. Somebody asked me what my favorite stream was, at least in recent memory, and that was the one that popped in my head.
Yeah, because I got you a toilet trophy that said I love the crap out of you.
It was cool to like share that night together, and you put together a really good show. I have to say, like it was a really well put together agenda that night.
Thank you.
Very well paced, and it just was a really good night. You did a great job with that.
And what else would Andrew rather do on Valentine's Day than stream with me? It's his dream. So that will be part of your gift.
My gift or their gift?
Well,
both.
Yeah, you enjoy spending time with me streaming, so it's mostly your gift.
You're going to enjoy it too, because you get to blast me live, which is going to be fun for you.
People are going to think we hate each other.
Well, it's okay.
This won't
we don't actually, so it's fine.
in my ear.
Speaking of gifts.
Oh, Mike brought gifts tonight. Is this to celebrate something, Mike?
Oh, it won't stay in my ear.
We have
What the?
Mountain Dew white label.
So let me preface this by saying that Mike sent me a picture of this, and he's like, how quickly do you think you could turn around taking this label and turning it into a Mountain Dew level up label to try and fool people into thinking that's what the announcement is, that Mountain Dew is literally going to have a level up edition. And I was like, first of all, nobody's going to believe that. And second of all, it actually would have taken a little longer than I had today to put together. But still, this looks good.
Yeah, it would have been funny, but regardless, I thought it was fitting.
Mountain Dew white label is what it actually is, and it's new with crafted tropical citrus.
Frozen.
That's a great way to freeze, though. If you have to get frozen on stream, that is definitely the way to do it.
Oh no, we lost Kelly's video.
And I think it says level up show. You guys, it's all messed up.
What's
It
messed
said
up?
Discord wasn't working, and we sound really weird.
Well, to her, I think something happened on her end.
Discord has died.
It did.
Died.
It did.
Yes. She'll be back. She'll be back. Thank you.
Joey,
I'm actually going to take a swig of this right now.
Joey, I don't remember what shirt you left here. Honestly, I think I just threw it out, honestly. Because I was like, what am I going to do with it?
You did. You definitely threw it out.
I said, what am I going to do with this shirt?
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Not as good as Black Label.
No, not as good as Code
That's
Red.
a very interesting
or Black
aftertaste.
Label. Yeah, it's a little diet tasting.
Right? Okay, I'm glad that you had that too.
A little bit diet tasting.
Joe, sorry, I threw out your shirt.
You threw away my shirts.
My
shirt.
Sandwich.
My shirt. We watched
Why the
Friends.
fuck would you throw away his shirt?
Because
The
he's
man's
never
got
going
to
to
have
get
something
it.
on his back.
What am I could have donated. I probably should have donated it. That would have been better.
I don't know. It was just something.
It was a solid shirt.
There was
It
a
was a
band
shirt
shirt
made
with a
of
bunch of
gold.
signatures on it.
It was made out of gold, and I threw it out. Sorry, Joe. You just lost the lottery.
Well, let's do a quick round table here. Kelly, how are you doing tonight? How was your week?
I'm doing very well. My week was very busy. My weekend was very busy. I had no time to play like any video games. I played a little bit of Cuphead, which is very frustrating, but I finally passed the first island.
Oh, nice.
And I have Horizon Zero Dawn now that I have a PlayStation 4, and I have Assassin's Creed Origins, and I have Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and I haven't touched any of them. Just because I haven't had the time. I haven't had more than 1 or 2 hours to really sit down.
And those are big games. Like you have to really, you have to take your time with those games.
Yeah, so I was like, I just need a day or a weekend to just dive into a game, and I haven't had that chance yet.
Maybe you'll get sick.
I was actually debating maybe I should call out of work tomorrow. I was like, no, is that a shitty thing to do to stay home and just play video
Considering
games?
you put in 50 hours a week, it seems. Nah, I feel like you deserve a break.
Why don't you go rub up on someone with the flu?
Mike was feeling sick.
I actually really tried really hard to get sick so that I could stay home for an extended amount of time and not feel bad about it, and I just didn't get more than the sniffles. So
Bummer.
Sorry to hear that.
I know, me too.
I'm very excited for when you do start Horizon Zero
Just
Dawn.
rubbing herself up on the doorknobs everywhere she goes.
Licking the doorknobs, other people's
Just
stuff.
touching the
Dwight
doorknobs
Schrute,
and touching her eye real quick. And
It's like the episode of The Office.
It's actually not funny to joke about the flu.
No, it's really bad this year.
So I apologize
I
to
almost
anyone if I
died
offended
actually
you
when
about
I was
the flu.
13 from the flu.
Yeah, it's really serious, so I shouldn't joke about that.
How dare you. Mike,
I don't
you
remember
actually
anything
were
from it.
sick. How you
yeah,
feeling?
a little bit. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm good now. I think it was just a passing thing, but I felt awful on Friday. Friday into Saturday. So I'm good now. We're good.
Look.
Did you play anything this week?
harder.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we weren't doing that now.
I figured since it was very quick with Kelly.
Yeah.
Keep it short and sweet.
I played Cuphead finally for the first time. That was actually a fun stream. I was aggravated, but in a rewarding way. Like games like that where I know that I'm the reason where I'm messing up for the most part, I'm fine with it. The hitboxes are a little weird.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't love them for every enemy. It's not every single one, but like for instance that the run and gun level in the tree.
Yep,
with
most
the bugs.
frustrating level
that
so
took
far.
so long.
Because those bugs, like, it was weird. You would shoot the bugs and it would hit their leg, but it would go right through them. But then the bug would come down and their leg would touch you and you would die.
I think more so with the parrying the hitbox for me. I can't stand it. It feels like every enemy is different.
You were having a lot harder of a time with that than I was, and it was interesting because I saw you say that, and it was the day I think after you first played it, and I was going into playing on Tuesday, and I actually didn't have. I mean, at first I was having trouble. I think it's just more so getting down the timing of what it is, but it was very entertaining watching you play something that I played. I don't know if it was the same for you, and it's just like, oh my god, you gotta do this. Oh my god, do that. You know?
Yeah, it's interesting to see like what I was better at and what you were better at. And, yeah.
So
Did you get to the part with the dragons yet?
No, I have not. Tell me about that, Kristen. Tell me about the dragons.
Fire-breathing dragons.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Well, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you got.
Have you gone to the mausoleum yet?
Yes.
The mausoleum on the first one. That was good parry practice for me.
Yeah, I like that. I thought it was really fun.
See, I kicked the shit out of that. I don't know why that was so easy.
I think I messed up once because I didn't realize that. I thought you were. I didn't realize that the ghost couldn't hit the tombstone.
Right.
And so once I realized that was the issue, I was like, oh, I came back and fixed it.
It's a really good game, though. I'm excited to play it again.
There's a Gatorade over there.
There is.
Why is it down here?
For when he gets parched.
Lapse of judgment, I guess.
Bring it back upstairs.
Okay.
It's a waste. Gatorade's expensive. Don't waste it.
You were right. You were 100% right.
I'm always right.
You are.
Yeah, he used to leave all these Gatorade tubs in his car, and they weren't finished, and they would get this weird
film.
It almost looked like pulp in it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you just wasted all the Gatorade.
It's like the growing bacteria from his saliva mixing with the chemicals in the drink.
Wow.
Okay. I'm not cranky. I'm just saying, don't waste Gatorade.
As for me, played some more Cuphead this week, got a little further. Had a really tough time with the bird boss. There's a bird boss that
Do you know what this sounds like to someone who doesn't play games?
Which level was that? Is that on the first tile?
It was a flying, an airplane level, and you face off against this...
Oh, that took so long, but it was so fun.
That was tough, but rewarding, because I finished it like a minute before the stream ended. So I played that, what else did I play this week, honestly?
Announcements coming later, John Henry.
Announcements coming soon. We just got to get through Has No Game and then our predictions. What else did I play this week? I'm trying to think. I did Persona, of course. I did Cuphead. And I feel like I did something else, too. Dissidia. Dissidia Final Fantasy.
Oh, yeah, how'd that go? That was really random. I didn't expect that at all.
It was a lot of fun, but I felt like it turned me off the game a little bit just because the matchmaking was so terrible. And crashing and losing the party members would just, just bottom out or whatever. They would leave. And a lot of problems with that. But I still had a good time. Me, Crazy Legs, and a new guy named Koma-san.
New to our Discord.
New to our Discord, new to our channel, and gifted a sub that night by Tobes.
Oh, nice.
He played with us, and we got I want to say 10 wins in a row. We were doing really, really well.
Wow.
So I was figuring it out. It was a good time, but I don't think it's something I would purchase myself. It's not something I don't think I would play continuously.
See, and that's what sucks, and I had a similar issue, but in an even worse way. I could not in any way play Dragon Ball FighterZ beta.
Why?
I tried multiple different times, and I either got failed to initiate network, and then the one time I actually got in, I got all the way up to where there's the little hub world, and you create your special looking character, and I go up to the guy, and as I'm about to hit the button to talk to him, it kicks me out of the game. The game crashes.
That's
and I'm like, the fuck. And now everybody else I've seen play it is in love with it, but I couldn't get into it. And I'm really pissed off because I feel like I missed out. I'm going to get it, and I think I'm going to get it at launch day still.
It'll really iron out those kinks. Same with Dissidia. Let me know when that happens. Kristen, how was your week? How you doing?
Special shout out to Review Guy.
Of course.
Who I was asking about, was it a week ago maybe?
Yeah.
I said, Andrew, have you talked to Review Guy recently? I said, I miss him. And there he is!
Mm-hmm.
Special shout out to everyone though. You're all important. But especially you, Review Guy. How is your grandmother? How is she? Is she watching? I was just thinking, how interesting would it be if you disappointed everyone with your announcement that you were having plastic surgery and getting a face change operation, so you weren't going to look like yourself anymore?
Yeah, face off.
What if
me and Mike are switching faces?
God damn,
Like,
Nicolas Cage.
how disappointed would people be if you were like, I'm having...
Viking should have won.
Yeah, I was trying to think of, like, I said that this week, like, how upset would you guys be
touchdown.
if it was all just one huge troll, and all it was us announcing, like, the winners of the level uppies in list form, like the fake news awards or something, like, just some terrible announcement that was a huge troll.
Or you getting a nose job or something.
If I were to get anything, it would be a nose job.
Or an eyebrow-ectomy.
Not because I feel like my nose is that big, although it is big.
Your nose is fine, stop.
It's crooked, and I think it is the reason I have trouble breathing out of my nose.
I think so too, but I mean, your nose looks okay.
Like, I can't breathe out through my nose at night. When I'm trying to sleep, I have to breathe through my mouth.
Good.
Yeah, it's just, I can, but it's so much more difficult than breathing through my
Yeah,
nose.
and
I have the
stinky
same
breath
situation.
comes trailing out.
Yeah.
Do you have a deviated septum?
I think that I do.
Try to get him.
I
Try
have
to
one
get him to
nostril
the
that's
doctor
smaller than the
though.
other.
I'm sorry, Kelly. I cut you off. Repeat.
Oh no, I have one nostril is smaller than the other, and I have a deviated septum, so I get the same way. Where if I'm breathing through my nose, I feel like I'm suffocating, and I have to breathe through my mouth to get enough air.
Yeah.
You guys have real problems.
Yeah, we've got real problems. Who was I
You
talking
guys
about
watch
recently
it?
about like us getting older, and you know you're getting older when you really start talking about your health a lot. And I was like, we're definitely old then, because me and you, I feel like, especially you, no offense, we talk about health a lot, like health problems. Or
Yeah,
this
because
or
you're
that.
unhealthy.
And you are as well.
I'm not unhealthy. You know what? We're saving this for
Can
Valentine's
we?
Day.
Okay, fine. I was gonna bring something up.
Put it on the list.
And on the list.
Add it.
It's going on the list. We'll talk about this on Valentine's Day, because I got
No.
something I need to tell you about.
No.
All
What?
right?
What? Whisper to me.
Talking about blood. That's all I want to talk about.
You're going to talk about blood, Andrew?
Yes.
That doesn't sound... That sounds
Oh, I
very...
think
I was
I
gonna
know
leave
what
it
this is
vague. I
about.
was gonna leave it vague. I was talk about where blood is coming from with you.
I'm really concerned about what you're going to talk about.
Your nose. You keep blowing blood out of your nose
Oh,
recently.
thank God.
That's just because it's cold.
Oh,
That's what she
thank-
thinks. But it's been like a
No.
month now.
No, it's
No,
fine.
mine's been the same thing. All the
Yes,
dry
it's because
air
the
cracks
dry
your
air.
sinuses.
Thank you. That's why I bought new filters for my humidifier, because I feel like I'm blowing mold around my house and it's making my nose bleed.
I was trying to intentionally leave that vague. For a good reason, because I thought it was funny. But
Well, let me tell you what just real quick, and I won't tell you anything about my week. I was reading a book like a month ago, and all of a sudden I sneezed, and I looked at the page, and there was like blood splatters on it, and I was like, oh my God. Your first thought is like your brain is gonna like just come through your nose.
like 6 feet under, that one episode where the woman has a brain aneurysm and just dies.
I know. It's terrifying, like when you're just spraying blood out of your nose. But I'm glad it's coming out my nose and not somewhere else, which is, I was like, wow, don't even go there. Jesus.
All right.
But you need to seriously go see a doctor.
You're right, I do.
I tell you all the time. Go. To be continued. That was how my week was. It's fine. Continue.
Have you guys seen End of the Fucking World yet?
Yes.
You did
we
watch
did.
it.
Yeah, we watched the whole thing.
we did,
I liked it a
too.
lot. She didn't like the ending, but she's not into
Danielle was
ambiguous
mad about
endings.
the ending.
Yeah.
Yes.
But she, like, I don't think she didn't like it. I think she was just mad that that was what the ending
We
was.
can't go into detail because I know
I
there's a
haven't seen it.
few people that
At
haven't
least.
seen it. I know Joey especially keeps saying, don't spoil it, don't spoil it.
I'm going to recommend trying to binge the whole thing. Even
Yeah, it's
though
very
it's a
short.
series, it's actually more like a movie because it ends up being
3
like 2
hours.
hours and 20 odd minutes or 2 hours and 40
Yeah,
minutes.
because it's 8 episodes at about 22
20
minutes,
minutes
a
each.
piece, maybe.
Not
Yeah.
even 20 minutes most.
Yeah,
of
the first one's like 19 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
they're
last
very
one's
short.
19 minutes too.
It was decent.
So,
It was just bleh.
yeah.
I liked it a lot.
I thought it was
good.
really interesting. I thought it was really different. Danielle was actually the one that wanted to watch it. And I wasn't. I was a little reluctant to
Yeah, it was
jump in on
alright.
it.
Yeah, we're
Nothing compares to The Punisher.
Yeah, Punisher was really good.
Frank Castle!
I still need to
Ah!
I still haven't gotten into watch
Yeah,
it,
you should
so-
really watch it. It actually was very good.
Yeah.
Probably my
Castle,
favorite of the
yeah.
Marvel shows on Netflix now, even more than Daredevil.
Frank
That was it.
Castle, I love you. Come find me.
All right, let's get into the official non-gaming portion of the show since we're talking about movies and all that right now. Guys, TLUS Has No Game is 3 non-gaming topics at 2 minutes each. Are we all ready?
You're going through this?
Yes.
This is a 15-minute segment?
No, it's 6 minutes. Math. 3.
2 plus 2
I
times
was
2
looking
minutes.
at it
One
said
is 1, that's
15.
3. Quick math.
All right.
All right. First topic. Math, how does it work? All right, let's talk about
mean?
YouTube's new vetting program. Ever since the Logan Paul video where he took advantage
Is that
of
him?
the suicide forest.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's the Logan
that's
Paul
Logan
guy.
Paul. Took advantage of
Ugh.
the suicide forest and actually took video of a man that had recently committed suicide. We're not going to talk about that. Guy's scummy. We all know that. But because of that, YouTube is changing their vetting program with content creators and also with content itself. And what's very upsetting about it actually is I feel like it attacks the little guys more than it attacks the big guys like a Logan Paul. So it used to be that it really depended on how many views you have. But now it actually comes down to hours as well, where you need to have 4,000 hours in a year. And that's actually a considerable amount of hours.
That's a lot of time.
That's hours watched. So if you're somebody that does a lot, like short videos, like very short videos, and no like 10, 15, or 2 hours like we do, you might have a difficult time getting those 4,000 hours. So much so that I know our previous channel, I got alerted that it's no longer monetized.
Right.
And a lot of people are having their channels demonetized because they no longer reach that threshold of 4,000 hours in a year. So this is really just attacking the little guy.
Right, and it's one of those things where, yes, it's an attack on the little guy. It's actually a needed thing, in my opinion, just because that's how someone like this got to where he was.
I understand that, yeah.
You know, it's one of those things where they're trying to be proactive on avoiding someone like him falling through, you know, and getting out there. And the problem is, though, again, he has a lot of viewers. PewDiePie has a lot of viewers. All these guys have a lot of viewers that bring in the ad revenue, that bring in, you know, that number, that, you know, average daily user count that they need to see on their site. And if they punish these guys, that's going to take an immediate hit. While it's for the better, for more moral reasons, that doesn't mean it's going to financially help them.
He is getting punished, though, in some ways. He was removed from the YouTube Red subscription television program, whatever they were doing that had Logan Paul, and a few other things as well are happening to him that is going to hit his ad revenue for sure.
He's a disgusting pig.
Yeah, that's a disgraceful thing he did. Next up, so let's talk about Flash. We got a couple new directors rumored for it. Actually, the guys that did Vacation. You see Vacation?
No.
With Andy Bernard from The Office. Wasn't very good.
Oh, that movie?
So that is worrying me. At least that's what I'm thinking of. If I'm thinking of a wrong Vacation, that's the one I'm thinking of. So if it's those guys that directed that movie, that's already not the best start.
Right.
But other than that, we're also getting a lot of rumors now that Ben Affleck, he's really trying to find his way out of this role, so much so that Flashpoint Paradox, or whatever it's called, this next Flash movie is going to be his last, potentially. And another rumor that's really starting to circulate, and we talked about Jake Gyllenhaal, but it sounds like that might be like a done deal almost at this point.
Which is insane to me, and I don't want it. Like, I don't know. I mean, I know, like, I'm a lot of times, I don't want this, I don't like that. But, like, does that really fit? Like,
well, let's ask Kristen and Kelly on that. Kristen, what do you think of Jake Gyllenhaal becoming the new Batman? You think it's a good fit?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Kelly? What do you think?
I don't see it, but I also I don't see anybody as Christian Bale as Batman, honestly.
That's just a guy you kind of grew up with.
Yeah, he's just got, I don't know, that or the whoever plays Superman, just because of the jaw, you know? He's got the jaw for it.
He's good at every role he plays, though. He would be good. He would adapt. We would get used to it.
I will say that he is very versatile. I've noticed that with him, especially with, you know, Prisoners.
He can play a nerd.
Nightcrawler.
Or a Hawkeye.
Yeah, but so is Leonardo DiCaprio. Why don't you make him Batman?
Well, there was one point where he was rumored to be Joker.
Too. Right, but like, again, but at the same time, just because someone is good at it doesn't mean they fit the role. A lot of time you have these casting people like Gal Gadot. She fits the role as Wonder Woman. Not because she's a great... Huh?
It's Gadot.
Well, Gal Gadot,
Johnny taught me that.
She fits the role of Wonder Woman, you know, especially because of how good her acting is and how great she handled the role, but also because of her looking a lot like Wonder Woman, like Diane. You know, same thing with Cyborg, and same thing with, you know, Henry Cavill and all these other guys. Like, there's a limit of... Oh, I'm so happy you put this in here.
So these are the new Funko Pop figures coming out for Jurassic Park, and I just had to put this in there because that image there of Dr. Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum, is just masterful. I love
grabbing one.
It's so good, but there's a few good ones in here actually. Not just Ian Malcolm. They also have they got the one that sprays the ink. There you go. At that fat dude, I can't remember his name.
I can't read it.
Just the douchey guy, I can't remember. But this is a good set of Funko Pop figures, and it made me want to talk with you guys about favorite Pop figures.
Interesting.
Maybe not even that you own, just that you've ever seen. Like, what are your favorite Pop figures? Of all the ones that I have, Kristen, what do you think is the best of, like, the Funko Pop figures that I have?
I don't know, that one's cool.
You like Nathan Drake?
Because it looks like you.
Uncharted 4.
Because it looks like you.
Yeah, this actually is one of my favorites. I do like this one a lot. Yeah, thank you. I like my Walter White up there. I got a Walter White. That's a good one.
You're welcome.
Sackboy is good. All the ones I have are good. I like all the ones that I have.
I know when it comes to Pop figures. My Ron Swanson is probably one of my favorites.
It's a good one.
Just sitting there with his cup of coffee. So I like that one. I really like, I know you have no interest, but the May for Overwatch is really cool because there's a special one where the one robot that she has flies up, but it's actually attached to an icicle that's coming out of the ground with her.
Okay.
So I like that one a lot.
Guitar Freak has 40 to 50 pop
That's
figures.
insane.
Wow. What about you, Kelly? How many do you have?
I have, I'm going to say about 10.
And what's your favorite of your collection, would you say?
Grab it.
Are you going to grab it?
I'm gonna grab
Nice.
it.
I wish I could respond to everyone's comments. Guys, I'm reading all your comments. The one just passed by, but someone is getting out of the friend zone, and he's very happy.
Congratulations.
Oh.
Yes.
That's an accomplishment. Once you're in the friend zone, it is very hard to get out, so that's an achievement.
Once you're in the friend zone, you never truly get out of the friend zone.
Well, you never know.
Not true.
We're going to have to wait for an update from that person.
It's a golden Fallout armor that I got in when they did the mystery boxes at GameStop. And I may or may not have opened and resealed every single box for this. While I worked at GameStop, I could neither confirm nor deny that fact. But that is my all-time favorite one because it was one of those super rare ones. And like as soon as we found it, we looked it up and it was going for like $150. I think now it's only worth like 30, if that.
I would get so many of them if they're kind of expensive. They're not cheap.
Really cool. They're
They're
really
very cool. And that's why I would have an enormous collection if I could, because they're tiny and you could just
Especially get the
make
ones
a
online.
shelf of them.
Yeah.
Like Amazon always has deals.
But it's they're just a little too expensive. I think they're like $15, right?
That's too
I don't
much.
ever
You can get
unbox
it for like
mine
anywhere
either.
from $6 to $9.
Okay, that's
I
a
won't
little
pay more
better.
than $10 for a pop figure.
I won't pay more than 10.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
my
So I
limit.
have
the
this
number.
one. I have a black one, like a black version, kind of like the Blackest Night Superman. It's a black version. And then I have the only one I don't have of this is I guess the original one, which is just it's the same thing but his head's off. It's like a person in a Fallout. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be like the full suit, but it's not. It's like a person wearing the suit. So I didn't get that one because I didn't like it too much.
Cool
Good
story, bro.
reason.
Kelly, don't you have an uncle who's Batman?
Oh yeah, my uncle. He's my mom's side of the family has like really strong jawlines, and so he went out and he splurged and he bought this like exact replica, really expensive Batman suit.
Like
And then-
Adam Scott from
exactly,
Parks and Rec.
yeah. And
He looks
so
like
now
Batman.
every time he goes to a new Batman premiere, he wears the costume, and all
Oh
the
my
kids
God.
like freak out, and they're like, "What? It's Batman!" And he,
I'm
like,
surprised they even
dies.
allow that nowadays, considering how it is with the
Well,
movie
he lives
theaters.
in a really small town in like Pennsylvania, so I think it's got a capacity of like 100 people. So
Everyone
Gotcha.
knows.
you know.
And that is TLUS has no game. We don't have any wheel spins we need to do, so that's good. Guys, the way we do wheel spins now is we group them in segments. So the first wheel spin segment is passing right now since we haven't gotten any. If you want to get into the next wheel spin segment, it'll probably happen in about 30 minutes. Anything worth $5 or more will do that. That includes subbing, resubbing, pledging on Patreon, cheering, tipping, and even hosting for 10 viewers or more. Will all put you into the next wheel spin segment. Right now, we're going to move on to our community question of the week because it kind of directly
Andrew.
relates to our announcement.
Come on! I'm getting anxiety.
Why?
Because I know he has anxiety. And just do it already.
This is related to it.
It's part of it. It has the question in there.
Mike, you take the lead on this one.
Well, community question of the week is where you guys can go to our Discord, and on that Discord, we have a question posted for you. We will then read your answers out loud on the show every week. This week's question, because I don't have it ready in front of me, there's a massive announcement being made this Sunday. One tease is the biggest we've made in 4 years since we started. Considering the hints and teases, what do you hope or predict the announcement will be?
We're going to go through these pretty quickly.
All right. Kiko91 was the first one to respond, saying, I feel like this could go many ways. I'm also feeling like it's maybe some sort of sponsorship or maybe like a partnership.
After we've read all of them, we'll go back and we'll give XP those that we feel like were either close or just deserve it because it was a good prediction, you know? So that's a fine one from Kiko. That's a realistic prediction. I like it.
My Dark Passenger says new, possibly monthly stream that focuses on developer interviews, possibly at different locations with possible on-site coverage of PAX, E3, and PlayStation Experience.
I like where your head is at. It's something that we would love to do, but ultimately very unrealistic because of expenses.
Yeah, absolutely.
We do not have the money to travel to E3 and PlayStation Experience every year. That's for sure.
Right.
And get hotel and tickets and food and everything else involved. It's a lot of money.
A lot of money. Even going to PAX East was much more than I was anticipating it being.
Yes, and that's like 6 hours away driving.
Right. Vantera says, you guys are inviting me to live in your spare bedroom, and I will become a permanent cast member of the Level Up show, and will let me babysit Evie instead of paying rent.
Is that what it is, Kristen?
Yep. Nailed it.
Nailed it!
Fight me, Joe.
After that, what do we got?
After that, I have no idea. I think it is the Nine Fox, who said the Level Up show is finally releasing its very own line of restroom products, catering to all your pooping needs. With hint number 5, it's now obvious that the Level Up show is seeking patent for a restroom product we have not seen before.
What is this product that you feel is got to be created by us? What's the restroom product that you would make?
You just really put me on the spot.
I want like you're like Michael Scott right now.
No, he put you on the pot.
I would invent something that sucks the poop out of your butt, so you don't have to push it. It just
That
goes up and
sounds
grabs
terrifying.
Yeah, don't they already have that?
No, why would they have? Hold up,
That
what?
sounds awful.
Hold up.
I
First,
thought
it's
that
called a
already
vacuum. Second, don't put a vacuum up your ass.
Well, maybe just the toilet itself creates suction. It's not something that needs to like go up your hole. It's just like a general suction.
Oh my
to help
God.
Does
you.
it have to
Oh
go
my God,
up your
please move
hole?
on.
Somebody
Patent
please
pending.
clip that.
Patent pending.
Clip that, please. All right, Baz023S said, okay, I'm thinking since you aren't being picked up by a PlayStation or IGN,
Well, no, we're
and
not.
being sponsored wouldn't work with the independent still, that you're going to be featured on the main page every time for the Level Up show, because nothing else really works that's beats being on the front page for 8 weeks. It's either that or being granted press credentials for PAX events.
This is a fine prediction. I like this one because, yeah, getting like to be considered press that would be pretty damn cool.
This meaty has some good weight to it.
Yeah. The first part of the prediction with the on the front page every single week, that is would be amazing. But ultimately pretty unrealistic. That's something that's reserved
Right,
for the big
let's
guys.
Go. Let's go. I can't. I'm gonna have to get up and walk around. Just do it.
The big guys, like, kind of funny.
I'm just getting anxiety. Hurry up. You're torturing me. I'm serious. I don't want to feel like this for much longer. Please.
Guitar Freak responded, my guess as what could be the big announcement is that you guys are getting a new cast member of the show, preferably a game developer or a big-time streamer like Cal Moriarty. First part, that's fine. Second part,
What?
no, I don't know where Cal Moriarty came from. But fine prediction, though. Not a bad one. Actually, I think that was one of the better ones as far as realism goes. After that...
I miss having somebody in the seat next to me.
Yeah.
It's empty and lonely. Legendary Method says, my guess is you're announcing a partnership with Discord, or you're going to be characters in an upcoming video game.
That would be freaking crazy.
What game would you want it to be?
Final Fantasy, of course. Give me a Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts, please.
Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts?
And the first part, we technically are already Discord partners. So
Yeah. That's why it says partner on your
yeah.
sleeve. Split Maniac says, Skype nights coming back, but with Discord.
We kind of already have that too. Discord nights, once a month.
We do.
So we're good there.
We haven't done one in a while.
No, because it keeps falling on bad nights.
Really weird weeks. And Spirit Bear says, I think I'll stick to one of my previous predictions. Level Up Network is getting incorporated. It's actually becoming an LLC to better prepare for future growth.
I like the business side of your mind there, Spirit Bear. I like where the cogs are turning to. That's good. That's a good one. That's real good. Two more, I think.
Man RX says, use guys. Oh, God, I hate that. Use guys have restarted G4 TV, and the Level Up show has 18 of the 24 hours of program time slots. You need Discord to fill in the other 6 hours of content. I miss G4
I
TV
do too.
so much.
It's a remnant of the
We talked about
past,
that. And I like
unfortunately.
the conversation that started in Discord about it.
It's a fun prediction. I understand it was kind of satirical and sarcastic there. But still, that was a fun one.
Giant Poolside says, okay, we get it. Mike is pregnant. Just announced his due date already. For the love of God, just get all this extra weight out of me.
That's exactly what it is. You nailed it, Johnny.
Nailed
And
it.
finally, the last one.
Crazy Like says, one of the OG cast members is coming back on the show, and if I remember correctly, when Mark was leaving, Kristen cried a little, so my guess is Mark is coming back.
I made a little hint that I thought Kristen might cry during this announcement, so that's why the person thought.
I'm already
I
tearing
was going
up.
to say,
Are
she's
you
probably
really?
crying out of
Yes,
anxiety over
hurry
anything else.
up.
We're done. Those are all the predictions. The predictions have been
I'm
made.
very emotional.
Okay. I didn't think you would be this emotional. Okay. We're there. We're there. Don't cry too hard, please. Okay.
Too late.
Because I'm going to be turning to you to talk
No,
about
I
this as
can't
well.
talk.
Well, I definitely predicted that right. Jesus.
Done.
Well, guys, go on our Discord, please. We put a question of the week up there every week, and you can answer it, as we just did with this segment here.
If you haven't already, join the Discord, talk with us every single week, answer this question, answer the on the spot, or actually pose a question for on the spot. But we are all very active in there. We rely on you to further the fun after the show.
Okay. I feel like now I don't feel like I can match the emotion that is here. There's so much emotion going on.
Such a dick. What's funny
I
you did that intentionally.
I needed to take a drink.
And you've been planning to do that for days.
I needed to take a drink. I really did need to take a drink. All right, guys. All right, it's here. We're
I have to go to the bathroom.
All right.
I swear to God, sit your butt
Okay.
down.
Let me preface this by saying that obviously anything that I was teasing in the way that I have been teasing it is something that I feel is a necessary thing for us to get to a level that we've always wanted to get to. The reason I've been teasing it so heavily is because in my mind, and that's why in a lot of things I would say, I would argue that this is the biggest announcement in 4 years. The reason I was saying things like that is because this, in all honesty, is something more related to me than it is to Mike with this announcement today. Unfortunately. But it's something directly related to a dream that I've brought up many times on the show. So last month, Chris and I were talking, and we were having a conversation about how we both feel like we're not risk takers. Kristen was saying herself, and I realized I am as well. I'm not a risk taker. I've never been a risk taker. If I was a risk taker, I would have went for film, or I would have went for game design, and instead I went for engineering, which, don't get me wrong, is a fine field, and I enjoy my job. And I told you guys that many times. I enjoy the people I work with. It's not my passion, but I enjoy doing it. But I've never been a risk taker. So in the process of having that conversation with Kristen, I think it kind of finally came to that point where we realized, like, if ever there was a time that I need to go for this to try and make this channel into a bigger thing, it needs to happen very soon. And that is why tonight I'm announcing that I will be, not immediately, but I will be going full-time as a streamer.
I'm so mad.
Why?
That was gonna be my prediction, but I was like, no, there's no way Kristen would let him do that. So I didn't say it. I'm so mad.
Do we get a round of applause?
But I am happy.
I'm not going to clap myself.
Right.
That is exciting.
Let me just try and calm people a little bit, though, because here is the big caveat to it all. In the process of talking with Kristen, the reason that I have never done this before, I would have done this a while ago, right? Like, why didn't you do it already? The reason I haven't done it already is because it's a huge risk, a massive risk. I have a job, a well-paying job. I've got a family. I've got a wife and a daughter that need taken care of. Not that Kristen can't do it herself. But
I can't because I'm Wonder Woman.
She can because she's Wonder Woman. But certain things need to happen for this to become a reality, and that's why one of my teases was that you guys are 100% essential in this dream becoming a reality, and the faith I have in you guys is one of the reasons I think this could happen. So in order for this to happen, I need a pad. I need a safety net. I need a security blanket. I can't just quit my job right now and start doing this. A lot of money would be lost. We don't make that much a month right now.
I work 2 days a week.
And Kristen works 2 days a week. I need to have a security blanket. And that's why this is not going to happen in the next few weeks, and it's not going to happen in the next few months. We are announcing now where... I was just about to say, thank you so much for the tip. I was just about to announce...
Yes, Drew. So happy for you.
Where your money is going. $10 just came in from Mel. Thank you so much. I want to announce where your money is going. Moving forward, almost entirely, a very, very large chunk of all revenue stream, that includes Patreon, that includes Twitch, cheers, tips, YouTube ad revenue, all those things, a very massive chunk of that is going to be isolated into our Level Up Fund, which is dedicated to full-time streaming. And in my head, I want to have at least $10,000 in there in order for this to move forward. But honestly, I would like even more than that. Because the way this could be successful is to have enough time to actually devote to it. I'm going to do 40 to 45 hours a week of Monday through Friday, and that doesn't even include Sundays. The Level Up Show is not going anywhere. Mike's not going anywhere, obviously. The Level Up Show is still here to stay, and that's not going anywhere. But on top of that, it's going to be 40 to 45 hours during the week of streaming. And my hope is that doing that will allow the community to grow a lot larger, to bring in a whole lot of new people in different time zones, and just show that the dedication is there, and hopefully that will also encourage people to support us.
I actually legitimately feel lightheaded from heart palpitations. Like, legit. It's very strange.
Do you think you'll actually have time to beat Persona?
That's something wow, I'm going to get a lot of games done, right, is what I've been thinking about. It's true. I finally can beat Persona. It's true. So that's what I have a lot. One of my teases was that this is like the first part in a series of announcements that will span the entire year, right? And the reason for that is that I have a lot I need to explain to you guys. I've got a lot of things in mind. I've been putting together a business plan of sorts, and that's for myself and for Kristen and all that, to try and figure out, like, what are the goals that I need to meet, like, at 3 months, at 6 months, at 9 months, at a year, if it's going to get to that point where it's sustainable and can continue to be my full-time job, or else I need to pull out and abandon ship and try and get back at, you know, an architecture firm or an engineering firm or something like that. So that is why moving forward on all streams, there will be a goal on stream that says the full-time stream goal. It right now is at $1,570. That's what we have in our bank right now, and we're going to start that goal at $10,000. And I'm not going to be constantly pushing this thing. For one thing, I can't. I need to be a little bit concerned with spreading this around too much for obvious reasons. I do want to hold on to my job, you know, at where I'm working currently, and I fear that if this were to just spread all over the place on Facebook and all that, that is in danger. So this is something that I am going to kind of keep to Twitch, and something that I'll keep on stream, and you guys will see it, and you'll know where your money is going, and you'll know that it's eventually building towards me becoming a full-time streamer, and hopefully it can happen sooner rather than later. But I do want to get to a certain point before I'm willing to 100% commit and say, like, now I'm at a point where I feel like, okay, this actually has a chance, like at least like a 50-50 chance of being successful, you know? Am I missing anything?
Johnny, no, he's not going to do any architecture stuff. This is it.
No, this is it, man.
He's
quitting this will be full-time.
His job and pursuing his dream.
Yeah, so in essence, even though it's not happening immediately, what I'm announcing tonight is that I will be quitting my job and I will be becoming a full-time streamer. And that's why I felt like it actually is something that is the biggest we've announced in 4 years, because it certainly affects my life in the biggest way of anything we've ever announced. And I think it'll affect you guys in a very big way too, because you're going to be getting so much more content out of me, at least. And you're going to see a lot of new stuff. And it's not just going to be variety game streams. I've got a lot of stuff in mind. I know that every morning I'm going to start, I'll tell you this, I want to start every morning with a morning talk show called Wake Up Level Up. And you guys will join me, and we'll talk about the news, and that'll be with Feed's Sunday show. And there's going to be creative streams, and there's going to be variety game streams. And it's not just gonna be variety games, because honestly I couldn't do that. I couldn't do 45 hours a week of playing games. I would burn out on that. I can't do that. I'm not that type of person. I need to do some talk show. I need to do some creative things and all that. So I'm going to be working with graphics throughout the year. You guys are going to help me determine what things are going to be called or what they should be, and it's going to be a very community centric building system, like throughout the year, to determine what is my full-time career, and that's it. I feel like I should let you speak, because
no.
I need to. First of all, obviously, I need to
stop.
I need to thank you.
Stop.
Can I please thank you?
Stop.
Because I'm sorry, I have to thank you. Because we've talked about this before in the past, and in all honesty, and she won't deny this, it was immediately like, no, you can't do it. It's not something you can do. I'm sorry. But for some reason, when we talked about it this time, it's just something changed with her, and I think she realized that she wanted to support me in this way, and as she called it, she didn't want to be a dream crusher.
Yes.
And she's been so encouraging and supportive ever since we decided last month that I was going to do this.
I mean, I still give you a hard time about
Of course,
stuff.
you do.
Of course.
And the reason I said that multiple people had to be consulted on this is because I had to talk to Kristin's family. I had to talk to my family. This is not something I was willing to do unless I had the support of everybody in the family. Because honestly, if I didn't, I don't think I would do it. Because it's something that I know is going to be looked at as shameful by some people. And I know I'm going to be judged for it by a lot of people. Because it's me giving up a steady, well-paying job for a big risk when I have a family that I need to be concerned with. So that's why I need to make sure everybody was on board. And I was very surprised that my parents and her parents were just totally like supportive and honestly excited about it, which was very cool. Very cool. So
I could sit here and cry my eyes out. And I don't want to do that. I don't really want to sit here and cry my eyes out. I'm sure most people don't want to hear about it, so.
Nothing you want to say? Or can say?
No, just that I'm excited, and I think it's going to work out because you're so passionate about this, and it's obvious to everyone that this is what you love and that you're good at. You stay awake all hours of the night to do it. You don't sleep in bed with me so you can come do it, which, I'm not gonna lie, is not easy. It's a huge sacrifice.
And I think one of the reasons you're excited for this in a way.
I'm just saying, a huge sacrifice. Just these past 4 years, you know, it hasn't always been easy. So the fact that it's coming to what it's coming to, I think it has to happen for good or for bad. It just has to happen.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I think it's going to be great. And I'm happy you get to do what you've always wanted to do. And I do not want to stand in your way. I could not live with myself if I was a dream crusher.
And you're not.
And I'm not. So
I always say, and she doesn't agree with me, I've always considered Kristin to be tremendously supportive of me. Even though she doesn't think she is because she gives me a hard time, even though she gives me a hard time, she still lets me do it. And that's what matters. Like, in the end, she might give me a hard time about it, but if she were, I always told her, if you were to ever tell me, I can't do this anymore, you need to stop doing the Level Up show, I would stop immediately.
And I said, I'm never going to say that.
And she said I would never say that. But if she did, I would stop immediately. And the fact that she doesn't say that and that she's put up with so much, I consider that to be incredible support, even though I know, have a hard time with a lot of things.
Because I'm Wonder Woman. All right?
You are Wonder Woman.
Hell yeah.
No, I'm sorry, like, I know this isn't the biggest announcement for Mike. Like, you're being a really good sport about this. I don't know if you want to address that more. I don't want to hog the whole show, but I'm excited and I'm proud, and I think this is so exciting, and I think it's going to work out. Like, this passion project, I mean, you're just very deserving, so I'm glad you're doing this.
Well, yeah, let me acknowledge that real quick. Mike and I talked about this. It was actually after one of the episodes I told him, and the only reason that it's me and not Mike, or not both of us, is, in all honesty, the logistics of it all. And I think Mike would agree with this, is that two people quitting their jobs and trying to do this makes it at least twice as unlikely to be successful, because that means you're splitting the salary 2 ways.
Yep.
And that doesn't mean it couldn't eventually happen. Maybe it really takes off and does really well, and then we can actually talk about that. But this is my mission right now, because right now I do 3 days a week. I'm in the better position at the moment to try and give this a full-time shot, and it's kind of getting to that point where it's now or never. You know, if it keeps going on, the longer things go, the more and more Twitch is becoming saturated, and the more and more less likely that we're not going to have the chance of being successful. Mm-hmm. So I need to try and get in there as soon as possible, hope to get money raised, as much money as I can, and obviously you guys have been amazing already with the amount of support you've given us over the years, and as long as that continues, I think that we're going to be able to get a good safety blanket going to allow me to give it. I'm hoping, I would really like to do it for at least a year. I think if I can do it a year, I can at least say after that is done, if it fails, if it goes down in flames, and it might, I can at least say, hey, I give it a full year. I gave it my all. I really enjoyed it. It was entertaining. It was exciting. and
no regrets.
And I have no regrets. And no matter what, the channel will grow, I would assume, right? We're gonna grow as a result of it. If it doesn't get to that point where I can keep doing it full time, okay. But at least we'll see growth from it, and I'll be able to say I did it and I gave it my best shot.
Yeah.
Definitely worth the hype.
No, I just want to say that, like, at the end of the day, that was my big thing. And I probably already said this, but when you marry someone, it's for better or for worse. You go through all of your vows. How can I not take this risk? How could I be the person to hold my husband back? So when I die, I will not have regrets. So that is top priority. So I'm proud of myself.
What?
I'm proud of you for taking this risk.
Thank you. Thank you for the tip. I really appreciate that.
Shut up and take my
And
money.
Evie is,
Hashtag tug a blanket.
awake in her crib crying now. She sensed that I was crying.
Oh, she woke up?
Yeah, she's standing up in her crib.
Oh my god. Well, that is the announcement. And
Good timing.
I'm looking at the chat. I'm sorry I haven't acknowledged every comment because there's a ton coming in. Thank you so much. First of all, thank you to Mel for 2 tips now. I think in direct
that's so
support of today's
nice.
announcement. Thank you so much, Mel. But thank you to everybody in the chat. I see all of you. I see a lot of support for Kristen, who deserves it more than anybody for what she puts up with. But also all the people saying good luck to me and that you guys deserve it, and everything you guys are saying. Just it really means a lot to me. And even before the night, we've always talked about how we can't believe the amount of support that we get from you guys. So I really hope that I can do you proud. I hope.
You will.
I hope that I can make this
You will.
into something that is very successable and can continue to be full time, so that all of your support, I can say it was put to good use, and I don't want to fail you guys. So
You're not. If you can just consider making money, not making a lot of money failing, that's stupid. As long as you're having fun and you're still making some profit, that's not failing.
No, of course not.
So, oh, she lay back down. She lay back down, guys.
Well, I don't want to keep you around either. I know that.
What?
You're probably exhausted.
I'm sure Mike doesn't want to keep hearing about my emotions.
My emotions.
I already cried like 6 times today about other sad things that happened at work, but this is
Can I give you a hug?
Sure. My armpits are sweating.
My armpits are sweating too.
Oh, we're gonna make out, guys.
Your body, you can go through changes.
I love you. There's cobwebs all over this basement.
There's cobwebs all over this basement.
I just saw one back there. He's gonna have to clean if he's going full time. He's gonna have to clean his basement. Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, of course.
About when I was last down here, the scab over my hand has healed a bit.
The pimple, or no, I'm
The
sorry,
splinter / freckle.
the freckle.
I mean, what do you guys think? I still don't think it's a freckle.
It's a
What
freckle.
do you think?
I still think it's a freckle, in
Still
all
think
honesty.
it's a freckle? Mike, what do you think?
It's a weird
Oh,
freckle
I'm
because I agree
guaranteeing you it's
it
a
looks like a
freckle.
line, but I still think it's a freckle.
It's a freckle.
I don't know,
I have a
guys.
freckle in the same
I don't-
spot. Don't try to remove our mark.
I don't know if they'll be able to see it.
No, they're not gonna be able to see it. No, it's like faded too. There's no way they're gonna see
Guys,
it.
I don't think we're ever gonna know what's in my hand.
I still have you see that there, that little dot.
It's a from pencil.
Yep, it's from a
Exactly what
lead
that was.
pencil,
I
or
can
maybe
see it.
graphite at the time that stabbed me. I still have the mark from that.
No, it's definitely not a wart. Definitely not.
No.
Nah,
it's
not a
definitely
wart.
not.
No, definitely not.
I think it's a piece of wood in my hand.
Also known as a splinter.
Yes, a splinter. I think it's a splinter.
All right,
I seen it.
let's get back on track. We got a couple wheel spins that we'll do, of course, for Mel when we get to our next wheel spin segment. Oh my god,
Which
we just
one was
got
this one?
What?
Were you
got
saying
staggered.
I was gonna say you got
That's
staggered.
starting now.
kind
Oh,
of,
you guys are
Stagger.
Wonder Woman.
Stagger.
You're the best.
Stagger.
It's kind of handy that you initiated this now because we made some changes.
Oh my god, what just happened? We just got another one.
Is that from
The same
unless
person?
It's saying it's
Do IT.
No, it's another one. You got staggered
They
twice.
did it at the same time.
Oh
You
my
got staggered
god!
twice.
Do
Holy
we do
crap.
2 staggers or in a row?
I feel like we have to because the person didn't know that the other person was doing it. So
Okay,
Baz
first
and
staggers
Dirty
by
both.
Bazes.
I don't know if
deserve
it's gonna work in
staggers.
the same way. Is it?
We'll just have to do it twice.
All
I'm
right.
not going to keep you around for this because this is 3 minutes times 2 of
Tell
us
Kristen
just
I
spinning
love
a
her.
wheel.
She's
Oh, I've
amazing.
seen it. I watched staggers. Last time I
Yeah,
came
she
down.
was the minion last time.
Last time I came down like a zombie. Stagger! Stagger! Stagger!
Okay, so do you want to stay down then?
I mean, I think I'll go watch upstairs from my phone while I relax in bed.
That is fine.
Tell Kristen I love her. I love you, Kristen.
Kelly says that she loves you.
Where's Kelly at?
Kelly's in the earbud there.
Kelly, you in there?
I am in here. Hello.
Kelly, are you in here?
I hear you. Wait, Dirty Habanero got 11/11 off. What does that mean?
Because technically when you stagger twice, the next one is supposed to be 44-44. Mel already did $1, even though we haven't started yet. Mel, we haven't officially started yet. Wait for us to officially start to stagger.
We'll give it.
We'll still give it to you, of course.
Kelly, I want to hear your thoughts on Andrew's big announcement.
I don't think that it was overhyped at all. I think it is extremely exciting, and I am very proud of both of you. And Andrew, I've told you a million times that, like, the big thing that drew me to you guys is your passion. It is undeniable. It's visible, even to somebody coming in, like, you know that you guys love doing this. So I'm proud of both of you.
Oh, that was the perfect speech.
She's got away with words.
That was seriously perfect. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly. I really appreciate that.
And
I'm glad that you weren't overhyped.
Look at you.
No,
You came
it was
on.
amazing.
You came on this show. How long ago?
Almost 2 years ago.
Oh
I
my god.
just did my 21st month as a sub.
Oh my god. And
Yeah.
now look, you're on the Level Up show.
I know.
That's incredible. That could be you. It could be any one of you in the chat too.
Maybe
Don't let your
someday
dreams
we'll
be
get some more on
dreams.
here.
Yes, don't let your dreams be dreams. Passion projects for everyone.
Yesterday you said tomorrow.
Wasn't that funny? We're watching all these different shows this week, and the story of so many different shows and episodes were about men wanting to quit their jobs
And
and pursue their dreams. So, like, this is just so weird. Like,
And
what's going on right now?
The women are all like, all right, honey, whatever you want, I'll support you. I'm like, Jesus, these men stressing us women out. Jesus. You'll be fine.
I love you.
Don't stress.
I love you like a fat kid loves cake.
I'm gonna go rest my head. I was like shaking. My heart was skipping beats. I could literally.
You were really anxious.
I know, because you were letting the hype build, and
I-
I can't deal with that.
I'm sorry. It honestly wasn't intentional this time. I was just doing the show.
By the way, no one even acknowledged that the Eagles won the.
Yeah, we won.
Did the Super Bowl already happen? I thought.
No, NFC
Today
Championship.
was the NFC Championship.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Eagles
what?
absolutely destroyed the Vikings, who essentially might as well have stayed back in Minnesota because apparently they didn't want to play football today.
It was disastrous.
It was pathetic.
So we've got two from Mel. We got one from Johnny Poolside already.
So it goes
in the
Mel,
queue.
Johnny, Mel.
Yeah,
No chewing chips tonight in our bed.
I will not. I
please.
promise.
Twice this week he did that, and I freaked out. Ah!
Love you.
As always, the list of staggers is in the outline as well.
Positive things about Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Come on, bud. Let's
All right, so we got a special thing for staggers now.
We do.
Oh, I'm gonna try to stream up. Oh, I love Kristen wore her Wonder Woman slippers that I got her.
You're a good friend.
Get down, Mike! Oh my god! We've been staggered! Alright, let's start spinning that wheel.
That was a nice effect. I liked that.
First
All
up,
right, first
we got
Miss
Mel.
Mel with $1. Thank you so much, Miss Mel.
21 XP to Mel. Next up, we got Johnny Poolside. Anything $1 or more will get you spin of the XP wheel, guys. 12 XP to the entire room for Johnny Poolside. Mel again. You got 3 minutes to get in your $1 or more, or 100 bits or more.
22 to the room for Miss Mel. Thank you so
22
much,
to
Miss
the room
Mel.
for Miss Mel. And we will wait. We have been staggered. Our defenses are lowered. Oh, oh God. Oh, what do we got? We got a follow. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate that. Emily Lynn says, what is this show? This is a game talk show most of the time. Right
you
now,
for the follow.
we have been staggered. We have been staggered. And our defenses are lowered, so anything worth $1 or more, 100 bits or more, will get a spin of the XP wheel. You guys got 2 minutes left in this first stagger. And we got a second stagger coming, too. We got 2 staggers in a row. I hope that we don't have to wait 5 minutes for nothing to happen.
Just do nothing.
We're also going to give wheel spins, of course, to to Baz and to Dirty Hob in our wheel spin segment. Emily Lynn! Oh no, wait, sorry, Cloud One.
Thank you so much.
Cloud One with the 100-bit cheer. That gets him a wheel spin.
Then Kelly Jellyfish and then Wormcoat.
Ooh, nice. We're getting going now. 10 XP to the entire room for Cloud One. Next up, we got Kelly Jellyfish. This one is for you, Kelly.
I like how Alex Boost is still our top cheer.
25 XP to you, and you alone, Kelly Jellyfish.
Heck yeah.
Next up, we got Wormcoats. Wormcoat gets
35.
35, the biggest of anything to him alone.
Then we got Miss Mel.
Miss Mel and then Baz. 26 to Baz. Oh, sorry, to Miss Mel. 26 to Miss Mel.
And then Baz 023S.
And again, Baz after that. Baz
so first he gets 23.
23 to Baz, and another one for Baz.
Yep, and then another one after that.
10.
18
oh,
to
sorry,
Baz.
18 to Baz. 18 to Baz.
So I got 2 more to go for Baz. 3 more for Baz. 27, so 2 more for Baz. Still.
27 XP to Baz. 2 more. Oh my god, Baz.
17 to Baz.
He always gets the individuals.
He's smart, man. He plays it right. 16 to Baz.
I think we still got a few more for
And then
Baz.
1 more for Baz. This is Baz's last one. Nope, no, never mind.
Kelly will be able to let us know. She has the list.
24 to Baz.
24 to Baz.
Oh my god, Baz.
Baz is ridiculous, man.
30 to Baz.
30 to Baz.
You need one for New Dub. New Dub's order donated $1.
15 to Baz.
So we're going to do this next one for New Dubs.
New Dubs is the next one.
Let's do this one for New Dubs.
And then Baz, and then Moduck.
Got 19 to Baz, or sorry, to New Dubs order. 19 to New Dubs order. How many
Baz,
more do we have for
Moduck.
Baz, Kelly?
2 for Baz, 1 for Mock Duck.
Mock Duck.
Mock Duck. That was a good stagger, man.
It was fun.
28? Is that what it says?
28 to Baz.
Baz, another one for Baz.
17 to the room.
17 in the room, and finally for
Mock Duck.
Mock Duck with the 100-bit cheer.
Scrooge Mock Duck.
22 XP to Mock Duck and Mock Duck alone. That was a lot. That was a lot. Oh, we just got another one too from Ginkgo Swag. That can go into the next stagger because we got to do another one. Should we just do the animation all over again? We absolutely should.
Oh, wait.
Who did the second stagger?
Ginkgo Swag just came in with 3.
No, Dirty Habanero did the second stagger. Ginkgo Swag has 3 100-bit.
Are you getting prepared for something here?
Yes.
Okay, let's do another stagger. We got a whole bunch of stuff coming in. These will be in the second stagger. Oh no! Ah! All right.
All right.
How many do we have to do for Ginkgo?
5 for Ginkgo.
Ginkgo
so far,
has 5, yes.
5 for
so
Ginkgo
5 for
Swag.
Ginkgo Swag.
Let's start off with that. Starting now. My God.
This music.
Bum, 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 bum. 23 to whole room.
22 Ginkgo.
20 actually.
Yeah, that's what I said. 20 to Ginkgo.
20 to Ginkgo. Oh, 22 Ginkgo.
Yeah. 29 to Ginkgo.
Number 4.
21 to the room.
Way to go, room! A lot of XP going out tonight.
And 14 to the room.
A lot of XP going out tonight. I just spun again because I figure somebody's going to do something. Somebody needs to do something. We'll give 11 XP to the entire room. We got to wait for another to come in. Guys, we are staggered.
For Ginkgo?
I don't think so.
One for Ginkgo.
Then just do 11 XP for room for.
Yeah, 11
Ginkgo
XP to room then.
Yeah, I think you miscounted. I think you did 3 instead of 4.
Oh, gotcha. Baz is being quiet. Be scared. Unbelievable. You guys are unbelievable. Got 2 minutes left in the stagger. I'll say once again, guys, when we are staggered, defenses are lowered. What that means is that instead of $5, all it takes is $1 or 100 bits to get a spin of what we call the special XP wheel. A whole ton of XP can be thrown to the entire room. And what's cool about XP is there's a ton of redemptions that you can do. You can even redeem a hoodie if you get enough XP eventually. So just go to streamlabs.com/thelevelupshow if you want to see how much XP you have, and if you want to see all the different things that you can redeem with your XP. And that doesn't even and count all the stuff you can do in the room, the games you can play. You could play slots, you can play defuse, you can play gamble, you can do boss heist, you can do
It's only a minute 20 seconds, guys.
Minute and 20 seconds left in this stagger if somebody wants to take advantage of it. Getting started strong with the, you know what, speaking of that, let me get the, I actually started creating a special banner for the bottom for the goal. So I'm gonna do that now while we wait here. Oh, we got a sub though. Thank you so much.
Average bro, that counts.
That does. Thank you so much. Alright, top tier. Alright, where am I?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I know,
have no
it's
idea what you're
really
looking
tiny
for.
down there now. I'm looking for the
Full-time streaming. Down at the bottom. Oh, nope,
looking
now
for the
you
background.
missed
There it is.
it. Oh, background.
Tip goal. I think that's all of them. Let's see, does that work? Nope, I got one thing on that shouldn't be on. The top tips are still on. So we're going to give a spin during the wheel spin
20
segment.
seconds left, guys.
20 seconds left? No worries, guys. I know that you guys already did enough. Don't worry. Top tips, top tips. Is that right there? Yeah. There we go. And there it is. That is going to be our goal that we'll keep active at all times moving forward. So you guys can see the top tipper of the month, you can see the top cheerer of the month, and you can see where we are at in our full-time goal. And let me go back to the normal screen here. So when it comes to the goal, it is not going to be always real time because only tips go into the goal. Cheers don't go into the goal. So every month, once we get our Twitch revenue, when it comes to cheers and ads and subscriptions, once we get our Patreon pledge revenue once a month, I will manually add those in so that you guys can get an update of where we're at as far as the wallet goes towards full-time streaming. But right now, only tips are going to be something that shows up on the bar until I make those manual changes. So just so you guys understand and don't think that it's lower than it actually is. Almost all the time, it's actually going to be higher than what you see, which is a good thing. It's going to be higher than what you see on the goal.
We have a brand new sub, bro.
We got a brand new sub, bro. Who was it? The average
bro.
The average bro just became a sub, bro. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. You will be getting a wheel spin during our dedicated wheel spin segment in 30 minutes or so. I believe we did all the wheel spins, right, Kelly?
We did. We only have to
yeah.
do Bazos and Dirty Hab for the real wheel spins.
During the
and-
Miss
segment,
Mel's
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
and then
that
Average Bro
entire
now.
time I was trying to like get because I'm logged into y'all's Streamlab, I can't easily make donations because it relogs me. So I had to log you out and then log me in. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna get bits, and so I was like, all right, well, I'll just get it off Amazon. And it was like, oh, you have to update your payment thing, and I was like, this is my active card, like I don't understand. So then I had to go into Amazon, and I'm like sitting there trying to fiddle with like orders, and you're like 20 seconds. I'm like, fuck this, I can't do it in time.
It's okay. Don't
And
worry about it,
I'll
Kelly.
just wait.
Can you do the math, though, on how much needs to go to the room since we want to do that
Yes.
ASAP? And we'll let you
yes.
handle that. We are done community question of the week. Let's go to commercial break for a second. I kind of just need a breather, honestly. We're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, we'll get into the level update. We're going to talk about that God of War Collector's Edition. We're going to talk about Fable making a return and more. So hold on tight. Your average bro will be back in approximately 60 seconds. Welcome back, Level Uppers, to the Level Up Show, episode 202. This is the gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you like what we're doing at any point, please hit that heart button here at twitch.tv/The Level Up Show. We will do our best to give you a shout out, turn on notifications, make sure you get alerts when we go live, which is 5-6 days a week at this point. And of course, Prize Wheel is active. We're going to be coming up on our next Prize Wheel segment in about 30 minutes. Subs, resubs, pledge on Patreon, cheer tip, host 10 viewers more. All those will put you in the Prize Wheel queue coming up later on. We already have several ready to go, and that's going to be a good time.
What is that icon next to Average Bro's name?
That means that you went to TwitchCon.
Okay, gotcha.
So, Average Bro, are you a streamer? If so, you deserve a shout out.
Yes.
If you are, give him a shout out, Rick. All right, guys, we're going to move on. Let's get into the level update. This is our weekly discussion of the week's biggest gaming industry news. Beautiful, Mike. Beautiful.
Hey Drew, real quick.
Yeah, sure.
What color am I? I thought I was red, but maybe I'm green.
White, but I don't play the race card, Kelly. I see you as a person.
Are we talking about your hair? Like, what are we talking
No,
about?
in the outline. In the outline.
Oh, you're green. You're third.
Okay, I don't know why I thought I
You
was
wanted
red.
to be Fable, though.
I think I did so
Mike,
badly.
will
But I was
you
like,
give
yeah,
it
I'm
up?
red. No, it's
To
fine.
Kelly?
No, what's
no,
green?
I'll take green. I got it.
Nintendo
Okay.
Labo is green.
Oh my
I'll
god.
take it. I'll take it.
All right, well, I'm black.
All right, do me a favor. Shout out to Labo, or Average Bro, real quick. Somebody in the chat.
Shout out Average Bro. He is a streamer. He deserves it.
Oh, somebody already did, I think.
Yep, looks like it.
you
All
go.
right, so first up in the level update this week, we got a lot of information coming out recently about God of War. We did our little Wild Game Appears for the first time on it, but even more is coming
Flashback.
out because Game Informer is doing their interviews. But we also have this awesome looking Stone Mason edition, $150, comes with the statue. Actually, I'm going to read off what it comes with. Full God of War game, obviously. 9-inch Kratos and Atreus statue by Gentle Giant. A steelable case. 2-inch Huldra Brothers carvings. Exclusive lithograph. Cloth map. Stone Mason's ring. Mimir's, or would you say that Mimir's head talking keychain. And a 2-inch horse and troll carvings. And then on top of that, you get some digital content. You have Defender of the Chosen Shield, Death's Vow Armor Set, Exile's Guardian Shield, God of War Digital Comic number 0 by Dark Horse, God of War Digital Mini Art Book by Dark Horse, and a dynamic theme, which honestly probably excites me the most of everything.
right,
I love
like,
those dynamic
that.
themes. Oh, we got a big chip. A chip.
Big chips,
That is
guys.
a tip and a cheer combined.
Big old
Oh
chippies.
my God, what does that
you
say?
have now taken the lead as top cheerer.
How
You
much
are
was
now
that?
killing Alex Bustos with a $3,000
3,000 bit cheer?
3,000 bit cheer.
$3,000 cheer?
Oh my god!
Oh no, we can't hear you, Kelly. Your thing's not working anymore.
I
There it
muted
is.
myself.
Oh, okay.
Not $3,000.
3,000 bit? Oh my god.
$3,000.
Kelly.
$100,000.
You're redonkulous. You're redonkulous.
in
$3
bits.
million.
Thank you so much. You obviously are going into the Wheelspin segment, our
Thank
community
you so
manager.
much, Kelly. That really means a lot.
But anyway, let's go back to God of War here. Game Informer, I was looking at all the interviews this week and little segments they're doing about the axe. But one of the things that really caught my eye was this 102 questions rapid fire with Corey Barlog.
Yep.
Did you see that?
No.
Oh my god. First of all, it's hilarious. The guy
I need to
has
go
an
watch it.
amazing
Take a
sense
look
of
at it.
humor and is so quippy and quick and witty. So everybody should watch it for that alone. But he also talks about a lot of different things that is new information for God of War. One of them being that a lot of people were like jumping on this because they thought it was scary, but he said 25 to 35% of the game on the boat, right? But it turns out what he actually meant by that is that the map is so big that you would spend 25 to 35% of the time on the boat to reach everywhere. Not that you're actually spending 25 to 35% of the game on the boat. Just that that's what it would take to travel to all these locations. So everybody took that in the wrong way. However, it is true that there is no jumping. They definitely
So
have confirmed
weird.
that there's no jumping in this one.
It's so odd, bizarre to me. Now, is that... I mean, let's talk about the price of that collector's edition.
Okay.
Because it's $150. That's pretty freaking reasonable
I think
for
so.
any collector's edition, especially one like that when you compare it to other ones that reach $250, $350, sometimes $500 I've seen for some of these, crazy things. I think that's worth it, especially with someone like me who I get my stuff usually through Best Buy, say what you will about it. I get 20% off, so that means that collector's edition is $120.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's actually a really
That's why I
great
put the
deal.
poll in the chat for you guys. Will you be picking up the collector's edition of God of War? A, yes, this is an amazing collector's edition. B, no, but I would pick up a less expensive special edition, maybe like an $80 that doesn't come with the statue but comes with some other things. C, no, but I'll be getting the standard edition. Or D, you're not interested in God of War.
Also
at
known
all.
as 0, 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, it is a little bizarre. You guys can see next to the options what it is, though. The first option is always exclamation point
I
space
see
0.
way too many 3s in there. And guys, please tell me that you have forgotten that 3 is not 3 and 3 is actually 4 because
No,
of
I just
some
don't care about God of
screwed up.
War.
Kelly, give me
I
back.
just have never
Go
played it.
return your PS4.
I've just never played it.
Shun the
Well,
non-believer.
that's what you need to change. You have a God of War now. Get
Kelly.
the God of War collection.
Wait, she doesn't play God. She doesn't play God of War. She doesn't like God of War. So why would someone like Kelly get God of War? I mean, I've
I
been a
didn't say
huge
I
fan
haven't-
of God of War.
I haven't said I didn't like it.
You're
I
not
just
a
said I've
fan
never
of God
played
of
it.
War,
I
right?
have no interest in
Oh,
it.
wait, that's exactly it.
I remember
Why
now.
am I interested in this game? Because it looks fucking awesome.
It looks
This
like a
game looks
departure.
everything that we have wanted from video games in this genre. You know, the formula for God of War before was kind of tried and true, but it felt familiar every single time. So
Yeah.
going this route definitely feels far more different.
That's why it actually bothers me to see so many people saying, like, this isn't God of War, this isn't my God of War. You had 6 games of your God of War. Can we, like, do something a little different
Go
this time
different.
around?
This game looks so entertaining. The action looks so on point every single time. Whether or not it's a set piece type action or that little that hallway in the cave that you saw with the skeletons and everything, it looks so good every single time we've seen it. I don't understand how anybody in here could say that they have zero interest in it because it looks so damn good.
The top choice was, I'm not interested in God of War.
That disgusts me because I have no interest in God of War. I didn't play 1, 2, 3, or whatever that abysmal piece of shit they came out
That being
with at the
said,
end
if
of
you
PS3
add up the
was.
first 3 options, it was the majority. Most people are getting God of War in the
5 of you are evil, and Rick is absolutely correct.
It does look so damn good, but you guys
Sorry.
are obviously entitled to your opinion. I really do recommend you try it out, Kelly. It is a really great character action series, and it'll set you
guys
up for what looks to be
disgust me.
a really cool narrative-driven God of War, something that's
I
a little
like
bit of a departure.
narrative-driven games, so maybe
Yeah.
I'll try
Well,
it
no,
out.
apparently you don't like God of War.
I just, at the moment, I didn't say I didn't like it. I just said I never played it, and I have had no interest in it. And I will probably pick it up at some point in the future because I do need to build my PlayStation arsenal now that I have
do.
one finally
go.
after a bajillion years.
It's true. That's one of them you should build with. This isn't my God of War. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Right.
Right. I'm not that
It's the same.
I love God of War.
You know what's
don't get
funny
me
is
wrong.
I was actually just having this conversation in a different aspect. Fall Out Boy, I think either today or yesterday, released their new album. And
Okay.
it's completely different. And I've been a fan of Fall Out Boy since they put out their first, heck, before they even had, they were just doing their EP, and it was like 5 songs. And I can't even remember what was on there, but they were punk then, or pretty punkish then, and now they progressed to this techno pop rock thing. And it's not terrible, but they've changed. Everything changes as time progresses. Get with the times, deal with it.
Deal with it.
Deal with it.
As Adam, what was his name? What's
Michael
that guy's?
Scott.
No, the guy from Microsoft that when the whole online only. What was that guy's name? Adam Orth.
Adam Orth.
Adam Orth. Deal with it. He got so much
Oh
flack
my
for
god,
that.
that was amazing.
But anyway, I'm so excited for God of War. There was
As
a
you
placeholder
should
date
be.
of June 30th, but that is, from what we're hearing, just placeholder with GameStop. That is not actually the release date. We're still not sure when that's going to be.
That said, and actually real quick, just to sum this up at the end, I was listening to the Kind of Funny predictions for the year.
Okay.
And they actually brought up a good idea. What would you say if that was announced at E3 as available this week?
I don't think it's the right game to do it with God of War,
Really?
personally. People are already really starting to complain that we don't have a release date. I'm okay with it. If it's like something where they announce it's 2 months away, I think that's really cool. But considering all the flack that they're already getting for not having the date, I think if they were to shadow drop it, I think people would be excited that day, obviously, because it's
Right.
like it happened. But I don't think the hype train would build because of that. I think that they would
do
be
you
better
think
off
they do it
getting the
anyway
date.
because they're Sony and they don't recognize that?
I think this is going to be a case of we're releasing it in a couple months, which is something you don't usually see from Sony. They're going to announce the date, and it's going to be in March, and it's going to be wow. Really?
Oh, like sooner than later.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like we're going to hear the release date pretty soon, and it's going to be March or April release date, and it's going to be wow. It's only 2 months away.
I would be very surprised if it hits before April.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking more May, June.
Yeah, March is just the tried and true date for God of
It
War,
was,
so
but
it'd be
that's why I
cool for them
think-
to hit that, but
But I think he was falling behind. I think they were changing up.
it's
some stuff.
possible.
I don't know. There
Yeah,
was a lot more.
it is
going on with
possible.
that.
Moving on, Mike.
Moving
we got
on,
some
in
big
other
news.
new big game news, Microsoft is bringing back Fable. It's officially been said. Eurogamer writes, work is underway on a brand new big budget Fable game. Fable franchise owner Microsoft has tasked UK developer Playground, which makes Forza Horizon racing games for Xbox and PC, with creating this new Fable. Sources close to the project have told Eurogamer. Microsoft said in a statement, it does not comment on rumor speculation, but please, who the fuck are you kidding? We're getting one of the best games in the history of games.
Oh my
all
god,
time.
let's take it
I'm
easy,
so
Mike. Let's take
Listen,
it easy. Let's take
you
it easy,
need to
man.
take it up a notch.
Lock
all right,
it up.
I'm giving your bullshit
Lock
God
it
of War
up,
thing
Mike.
a try with this whole
a great
Norse
universe.
mythology. You have to at least acknowledge that this is one of the most entertaining games.
I can't
that
because
has
I've never
come out.
played it.
Well, bollocks to you.
Hey!
Bollocks to you.
It was an Xbox game. You guys know me.
Hey,
I've
it
never
was an
owned
Xbox game, and I'm a Sony fanboy.
I've owned
so
an Xbox
fuck
360
anything
for
that
like
came out on
3
Xbox.
months. 3 months of Xbox 360, and I sold it.
You did have a
Fable is on Steam now. You can buy it on the PC.
You know,
Maybe
I
that's your
think
next
that I would
Steam
rather
or stream game.
wait to see what this Fable game is. And if it's something that is going to be like standalone, where they say, "Hey, you can play this without knowing the rest of the series," I would totally be open to getting it on PC and seeing what it's all about.
We've heard that the new Fable is planned as a story and character-focused open-world action RPG. A significant investment in its development is also planned, with some 200 people set to work on the game at Playground's newly established second office in somewhere Warwickshire. I will tell you right now, I think here's the thing. There were enough people that said, "Oh, whatever this bullshit that you have on the screen,
that's Legends,
yeah, is fine." But there was way too many people like myself who said, "The fuck is this? We don't want this. This is not what we asked for or ever deserved. This is another game with Fable skin on it." And I think they heard that and they're like, "Okay, listen, they honestly need some goodwill. If for nothing else, they have no games really in their slate, and this is something that they really need to do the right way. So if they mess this up, that is going to really hurt them. So I think this is going to get all the attention that it absolutely needs and deserves."
Kelly, what do you want this Fable game to be?
I'm torn with, because the Fable 1 graphics are very rough. Now, looking back, they're very rough, but they had a charm to them. Like, that's just kind of how Fable is. So I want better graphics without losing that kind of cartoony, goofy, silly vibe. But I mean, I do like narrative things, but I don't want it to be narrative based. I mean, I want it to be like a modern telling, I guess. And I don't want it to be connected entirely. Like, I want it to exist in the same universe, but
so
I don't want it to be like. No, yes,
here's the thing.
But
you didn't have to play the other ones. You didn't have to play the other ones to enjoy it. You could have played. You could pick up 1, 2, or 3 at any time. You could play 3, then 1, then 2. It doesn't really matter what order.
Is it like Final Fantasy?
Not as much because it all is the same world. It's all in Albion.
Okay,
but
it is in chronological order, and there are things from 1 and 2 that are brought up in 3 and vice. 1 and 2 and 2 and 3, etc. But you don't. They're not like a series where you have to play 1 and then 2 and then 3.
It's more of like nods. It's like, hey, if you play this, you would like this more. If you didn't play the other ones, this is something that's going on right now. That's it. Yeah. But like, it's really not anything. Like, the story is not a continuation really for any other reason other than you are now chosen to save Albion. You are the new, the world Albion needs a hero, and you need to find yourself become that hero. How are you going to do that? And each one tackled it in a different way. Yeah. Oh my god, I can't express how hopeful I am for this game. I'm not saying I'm excited yet because we don't know anything about it.
I'll be crushed if it sucks.
Right, and I can't see this game being anything less than good.
I mean, the Playground is a great developer.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't think this game is going to be anything less than good. It might not be exactly what we wanted out of another Fable game.
Mind-blowing.
Exactly, but I don't think it'll be anything.
We talked about this in the chat that they might take this a little bit safe, just to try and
chicken chase
bring back an audience to it, and maybe even a new audience before they go into, oh my god, crazy unrealistic ideas that Peter Molyneux used to have. Let's go that direction. I think they're going to play safe a little bit, do normal Fable, what we already know, what you guys already know, as opposed to really trying to change the formula and do something crazy with it. And then if it really succeeds with the first one, then they will do something a little crazy with the next one.
And I don't think it's smart to go too off base of what Fable is, because then you're going to get that's not, like with God of War, that's not God of War. Well, that's not, because I'm going to be that person. It's like, this is nothing like Fable. This is just a different game. Like
but look at 3.
With a Fable skin on it.
But what's funny to me is Fable has always been that. People that played 1 when 2 came out, they're like, how is this anything like 1? 1 did this and 1 didn't do that.
Different enough to be different, but they still were connected. Like
3 was the worst out of all of them to most people, myself included. At the time when 3 came out, I actually didn't like it, and then when I went back and played it maybe like 2 years later, I was like, oh my god, I fucking love this game.
I just feel like the feel, like the atmosphere is the same, and the jokes are the same, and the humor is the same, and even the fighting system is pretty much the same. They don't change it up too drastically. So I just feel like it evolved with the time and was different enough to make it its own unique thing, but it wasn't so different that it was like putting in an entirely new game and like, what is this? Where am I? What's happening? So I'm
never played Fable Connect. No,
I did not. I did. I played it. I did it in one sitting. and I couldn't feel my arm for about a week because it was just this. It was just this all you did, and they were like, you can do different things for different attacks.
No,
I was like,
you
no,
couldn't.
we're just gonna do this because this is the only thing that's registering. It was
Right,
it was a lot on my
Derek
arm.
says, prepare for Fable Season Pass and loot boxes. Going off of that, I forgot to say God of War will not have a Season Pass, they said, which is very interesting.
Kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, kind of crazy, which I personally like.
I'm okay
that
with
it's
that.
just all one package.
I don't have a problem with season passes anyway. I don't have a problem with DLC. It's your option to choose to play it.
Yeah.
But make sure that's
And
extra
somebody who has never played Fable before, I'm going to go to you, Michael, on this, wants to know, to somebody who hasn't played Fable before, what's the pitch? Like, what is Fable? Why should this person be interested?
a fantastical world with a lot of charm in both the characters and the play style, where you are the new hero. You don't know this yet, and a happenstance has chosen you as this new coming to save Albion, which is the main city that you're in. You will travel to all different parts of Albion and realize things that you need to do, and as you progress, things will upgrade, things will change. You can help a city and it will be, be built up into this, wonderful city. You can let it go to ruin, and you will see that impacted there.
So
The
there's a
enemies are
morality
different.
system.
It's a huge morality
yeah.
system. Your character will actually change depending on if you're good or bad.
It
Like
also
one of my
changes
favorites.
depending on how you fight.
Right, yeah. So I'm like, one of the most common things is you'll see your character, if you are, complete good, you have a halo around your head. If you are complete bad, you will get horns, and you'll have like this hue to your character. Your eyes will start glowing, stuff like that.
You can
They added
gain
so
and
many
lose
different.
weight.
Exactly. Yep.
If you eat
Oh,
a bunch
I'm
of
in.
food, you get
I'm
fat.
in.
Yep.
I'm in.
Different play styles.
That's all I had to
different
say,
weapons.
gain and
You
lose
can
weight.
Specialize in one weapon or another. I liked the swords because they were quick, but the hammer at the end of the day was always pretty much the best. They added so many different mechanics. There's so much to. I can't explain it.
Yeah.
It's a great game.
It's a deep game.
I wonder
There's
how much
lots
is
of
that.
You really should play it on at least on the PC.
Kelly, how much is the remaster on PC?
I will Google that right now, or look it up
Nice.
on.
I might
Steam.
do that for streams maybe.
I would
Cleavers were
totally
nice,
like
too.
play along with you, like do it
Oh my
at the same
God.
time.
Oh, man.
Because
Dual stream?
I freaking no, not dual stream.
I need that game in
That
my
on
life
stream.
again.
Well, anyway,
$39.99.
Kelly,
PC.
you are up with the next story if you
Okay.
are ready for it.
I am ready. So Nintendo reveals Nintendo Labo, and Polygon writes, Nintendo unveiled what it calls a new interactive experience for Nintendo Switch today that's unlike anything else on the console. Called Nintendo Labo, it is, quote, a new line of interactive build and play experiences that combine DIY creations with the magic of Nintendo Switch, according to Nintendo. Labo will let Nintendo Switch owners build cardboard versions of real-world items like a 13-key piano, fishing rod, or motorbike. Nintendo calls those cardboard creations Toy-Cons, and by inserting Joy-Con controllers into those Toy-Cons, players will be able to play games themed to the cardboard creations. Quote, with each Nintendo Labo kit, kids can transform modular sheets of cardboard, specifically designed to interact with the Nintendo Switch console and Joy-Con controllers, into creations called Toy-Con, Nintendo said. As you build, you will have fun discovering how the technology works, and might even invent new ways to play with each Toy-Con. Nintendo Labo will be released on April 20th, 2018, and the product line starts at $69.99 and currently includes a variety kit, which includes a house, RC cars, fishing rod, motorbike, and piano, and a robot kit, which costs $79.99 and comes with a cool robot suit, and each kit comes with its own software.
So I feel like you're the perfect person for the story. I know you really wanted Fable, Kelly, but you are a crafty person. It's how you relieve stress, you told me. So
yes.
So
yeah,
what do you
I
think of this?
craft a lot.
Is this interesting to you?
Yes and no. I don't like that they're putting it's the DIY spin on it, because how are you going to make, like, let's say that I didn't have a pre-manufactured cardboard kit. What am I going to use, and how am I going to use it to work with the different software? You know what I mean? Like, what if you want Nintendo Labo without paying
But you're
Nintendo Labo?
not. I think that's the thing of it. Like, for instance, I'm going to play the weird card. I'm actually into this.
Well, you have a
Did
kid.
you and I talk about this?
I mean,
Are
that's
you
the
into
no
it
thing.
for
idea.
yourself,
I
or are
would
you into it
totally
for
do
Danny?
Both.
Okay.
I'm actually into it for myself. The only issue I personally have is the price. I think the price is a
It's
little,
a little
steeper than I
steep,
want.
yeah.
Well, considering the fact it comes with a game.
Right, no, and that's why I'm
software,
trying to
because
justify it in
it's
my head. I'm
it.
hoping that the games deliver in that aspect. But like my problem would be if they were, because I think the one kit, the starter pack, has like 4 or 5 different things in it. but I'm afraid that they're all like very small, fleeting things that wouldn't be worth $60. So if they seem like they're worth it, I'll probably grab it. I think it's actually really cool. And like, for instance, for you, now you're on the weird end of the spectrum that's, oh, it's not crafty enough. I don't think that that's exactly who they were going for. I think they were going for someone like my daughter, or people that I've talked to that are actually kind of into this, who have said that their kid would absolutely love this because they wouldn't go out of their way to make something like that. Danny would, but this is a way to interact with both the tech and, you know, your physical hands.
Well,
so
what happens when you step on it, or if you're putting it
right,
rip it in half, and you're like, oh no, like
right, no, absolutely,
fucked.
Right, no, and that's my concern with it too, and that's why I'm not gung ho. I didn't go out and pre-order it or anything like that. I want to see more on it. But I actually think it's a really cool thing, and I really
think it being Nintendo has a large part in this too. I think if Sony or Microsoft were to reveal this, everybody would be like, "What the hell are they doing?"
But they also don't have the
Nintendo
system for
doing it.
And Sony had a portable system that made sense for that. Like you put your Switch in one of the parts and connect it all like that. You know, and people are listen. If it's not for you, that's fine. But I think the poll question is a little unfair too, and I don't understand how so many people are so angry at it. The internet was literally the one guy predicted the internet would explode, and they actually did, but not in the way they thought. You know, the guy predicted the internet would explode, and we were all thinking for good reasons. It was more so
more polarized.
That it was exactly. And I don't understand that. Like, if it's not for you, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'd say 75% of the viewers said no, it looks dumb as F.
Right, which is.
But I mean, I gave a lot of options there. I tried to be, I don't know what the word would be. I tried to go all different routes. Like I said, yes, I consider myself a kid and this looks awesome. Yes, for myself as an adult. Yes, this is something my kids would love. We did get a few people saying yes for myself as an adult, and we did get a few people saying yes, this is something my kids would love. But most people said it looks dumb as F.
Right. Which, like I said, I don't get that. Like, I think it's actually a really cool and creative thing. It's outside. It's definitely thinking outside the box, and some of the ways to interact with it is really entertaining. The robot thing is the one that concerns me the most, because while it looks the most fun, it's also $80 and I can't imagine that it's worth $80. But some of the other things, like making that little robot thing, like the elephant, Danny is obsessed with elephants. I don't know if I've ever showed you any of the stuff, but she'll like grab old like things of cardboard and make like computers and tables and chairs out of like old boxes and stuff for her dolls and everything. So this is 100% down her alley, and there's a ton of kids like her, and I think it appeals to them. So anybody that says it's dumb as fuck is really just being an asshole.
Maybe I shouldn't have put dumb as F in there, but I was just trying to be humorous.
No, I get it completely. Yeah. But
it's
more so
related to, you're not interested.
To the people, like Reddit was, oh my god, it was so volatile. It was, it pissed me off.
Well, anyway, that is the first part of the level update. Thank you guys for your votes. Those will keep happening. Keep an eye on the upper left-hand corner and the chat to see the future polls. Right now, we got a bunch of wheel spins to do because we got a lot of support during this segment here. We got 5. First up, we have a spin for Miss Mel. She actually did 2 $10 tips right after I announced the full-time streaming goal, which was in direct support of that, which is amazing. Thank you so much, Miss Mel, if you're still here. This one is for you. First up, we got... The poll was rigged.
No, I get it. I wasn't really complaining about you guys. It was like I said, it was the rest of the internet.
Have you guys seen that Split Maniac did a Truth or Dare redemption?
I have not looked at it yet, no. I thought that was an Ask a Question, but it was a Truth or Dare?
No, it was a Truth or Dare redemption.
The Truth or Dare redemption. That's the first time we've ever had that. Very cool. Well, we're going to give 25 XP to Miss Mel. So I'll do that now. Just so, I haven't looked at it yet, but we do have the option to reject your Truth or Dare and refund the money, just so you know. 25 goes to Mel. And next up, we got a Bean Boozled. We'll do that after we're all done with the wheels.
Kelly, did you get your own Bean Boozled yet?
No, for some unknown reason.
It's okay. We have your address. I'll just send you it.
That's okay, yeah. Do you actually have my address, or do you have my old address?
We have your old address. This is true. Next up, we got a spin for Baz with the first stagger of 3333.
Porn Stash.
Porn Stash Andrew is coming out, guys.
You almost got the costume chest.
And after that, we got another stagger spin for Dirty Habanero. Thank you so much. $33.33. Huge. Huge. Ooh. Oh, and we're going to be doing a $5 subscription gift to the room during commercial break. I'll set that up. And after that, your homegirl Kelly with the 3,000 bits. It's huge. Huge, I tell you. Thank you so much, Kelly. You're the man. Or woman, I should say. And, oh, what's that? Almost hit a big one there. $10 PSN card almost. Bonus XP, which is actually a lot of fun. That means every 10 minutes, there's going to be an XP drop. Huge. So we're going to put some bonus in the room there for you guys. Every 10 minutes, 5 XP will drop to everybody in the chat. So 30 XP throughout the course of this hour can go to the entire chat. All right. Let's get the porn stash going. Wait, hold on. Let's do this now. We'll include this in this segment here. Thank you so much
Leah.
to Girl Like Games. Oh wait, we didn't do a spin for the sub that we got.
For Average Bro?
Average Bro wasn't in there.
Oh, you didn't. You're right, because I slipped. I'm the worst.
You're okay. We remembered. It's okay. This is a team effort.
Average Bro, please don't take Kelly's discretion.
I'm sorry.
Personally.
Average Bro, this one is for you, man. Thank you so much for your sub tonight. And then we're going to do Girl Like Games, who's back. I haven't seen you so long, Megan. Welcome back.
We got lip sync.
We're going to be doing a lip sync challenge. And lastly, for Megan, Girl Like Games, welcome back to the show, Megan. This one is for you. Ooh, a costume chest? No. Never mind. What's next?
XP to the room.
10 XP to the entire room. We're going to give 10 XP to everybody. Way to go, room. All right. There we go.
Awesome.
And I think during commercial break, I'll get the porn stash going. That way I don't waste your guys' time.
Why don't you do it for the lip sync?
Yeah, for the lip sync. Exactly. So we need to figure out a good song for porn stash Andrew to lip sync to. Something very sexual.
Oh, God.
Something very sexual.
You
Bring out my sexual feelings.
You reserve that for your own independent streams. Or for Valentine's Day.
Or Valentine's Day, yeah. I'm actually really excited about that. I've got my own internal list. I might not be writing it down.
Kristen has to have her own version.
Of what?
To go, something to complement your porn stash.
Ah. Porn stash Kristen, but not porn stash.
Or porn stash Kristen.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All right. So we got a whole bunch of stuff we need to do. Let's get the trailer of the week done first. Unfortunately, I don't have a video for Kelly set up in the reaction scene. But your voice will be there, of course, Kelly.
Okay, perfect.
All right, let's zoom in. And we'll introduce this because we are going to put this on YouTube.
I guessed the vault amount.
You guessed it?
I guessed it. I mean, it cost like, I think I've spent over 300 XP trying to guess it, and I gained 72 XP.
No, you didn't spend because your XP is returned to you in that. By guessing it, you get all that XP back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
So you made out. You did good. You did good, kid.
Nice.
All right, guys, we are going to do a reaction. Let me get the video set up here, and I'll introduce it.
What are we reacting to?
What was that? What are we reacting to? I haven't seen this yet. I don't know if you have.
I actually caught it in a commercial of all things.
Okay. I have not watched this yet. Let's introduce this segment. Welcome, level uppers, to a live reaction time. We are about to watch the trailer for Tomb Raider, the second trailer for Tomb Raider. We got Kelly on the line, too, on Discord. Welcome, Kelly.
Hello.
Have you watched this trailer yet, Kelly?
I have not. I saw a clip of it that Johnny posted in a chat, or Rick maybe posted, and I thought it was Hunger Games at first, because I looked at it for a split second.
It was Hunger Games. Oh, that's where that GIF came in.
Yeah.
I guess.
A lot of people were very down on the first trailer, but I've seen a lot of people come around after watching this one, so I'm excited, because I haven't seen it yet myself. Let's check out this trailer for Tomb Raider.
I thought I saw Dad again. I think I'm going mad.
Lara, your father's gone. At some point, we have to face up to who we are, who we're meant to be.
I think I know where my dad went.
That's right in the middle of the Devil's Sea.
It'll be an adventure.
Death is not an adventure.
She jumps a lot in these trailers, like long jumps.
What are you doing here?
That looks straight out of the game.
7 years I've been on this island. Your father, he put me here. Now I see the likeness, intelligence, the recklessness.
What do you know about my father?
Laura, there was more to my life than boardrooms and business deals. There's an organization called Trinity. It's looking to start a global genocide.
Your dad
Junior had a bigger holiday.
You had a knack for the unexpected.
You must stop them, Lara. Promise me.
Oh wow, I did not realize that's what the song was.
Open the tube!
She's actually going to raid tubes, that's a good sign.
Right? Bring the bow in.
Yeah. Did you know CQC? Yeah.
I was literally just going to ask when you were going to parachute down the waterfall.
Put it down!
It's your finger that's pulling this trigger.
You messed with the wrong family.
She's got ups, man. I don't know, she's looking pretty badass in the role, I have to say, in this one. She looked pretty badass
like
there.
A lot. They really are taking a lot from the game.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm enjoying that. I think that was actually the smartest thing to do for them, is to take what worked in that game and then, you know, modify it, make it a little bit more blockbustery. And yeah, she jumps a lot, but I mean,
she does.
You know, between the boat scene, you know, being on the island like that, the ice pick into the guy's chest, the gripping onto the plane while falling off of a cliff, the parachuting while falling down into the
and seeing how quick she was with the bow in this one, I really enjoyed that because
absolutely,
she just feels like all around. Well-rounded, almost soldier, I guess you could say, because she really does it all in this trailer. Like, and I'm wondering how they're going to set that up. Does she just go from normal girl to suddenly like, wow, how is this girl able to do all these different things? Hopefully they build up to that in the right way, as opposed to just throwing her into this and turning her into mass murdering killing machine out of nowhere.
I really like. I'm hoping that he delivers, and I can't remember his name, but the guy that plays the villain, he's also in Justified. He plays Boyd Crowder in that.
Okay.
And he's really good. Like, he's actually my favorite part of that show at this point. And I'm hoping he delivers here, because he can be really for a guy of his size and stature. He has a really intimidating presence that he can bring, and I'm hoping that's what he delivers. I didn't see it in the trailer, which concerns me a little bit. Which I feel like a movie like this needs to have someone of his presence, but I don't know if he had the inspiration enough, because he doesn't seem that intimidating to me.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Only 2-minute trailer. I saw it's a good sign that Miss Mel said that she is totally on board with Alicia Vikander, because she is like the biggest Lara Croft fan ever. So
and
that's
she's
a good
British.
sign. And she's
Makes
British, exactly.
More of an impact.
Kelly, what did you think? Were you able to watch the trailer on your end?
Yeah, I was. I've never played any of the Tomb Raider games, just because I think it came out before my time. And I don't like starting in the middle of things. But this actually makes me really excited to go back and try to play as many of them as I can.
Yeah. Oh, the reboot stuff is good. I mean, I've only played the original of the reboots. I did not play Rise of the Tomb Raider.
No, I haven't played that yet either.
Which is polarizing from what I've seen. I see it's much better than the reboot or much worse. Like, I feel like I haven't seen anybody say, oh, it's just as good. It's always like much better or much worse. So it seems like they took it in a direction that some people didn't enjoy. But I would like to get around to that eventually, now that it's on PS4. Yeah. I mean, I feel like we have to support this, though. It's a video game movie that looks pretty solid. Like, we need to see this and try and support good video game movies finally happening.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm on board.
We'll keep an eye on this one. To all those watching on YouTube at youtube.com/TheLevelUpNetwork, hit that sub button if you enjoyed the video. Turn on the bell. Make sure you get notifications whenever we upload new videos. And if you want to catch these live, they're on Twitch at twitch.tv/TheLevelUpShow. Give us a follow there and make sure to turn on those alerts as well. Until next time, take care. And as always, don't forget to level up. Alrighty then.
I'm disappointing everyone left and right today.
Why is that?
Miss Mel says, Kelly, that hurts.
Oh, that you never played it?
No, I haven't played God of War. I haven't played Tomb Raider. I forgot.
Well, Tomb Raider was
Pro.
Originally a very PlayStation synonymous series, but that again was like before your time.
Yeah, I remember. The only thing that I've seen about Tomb Raider is the evolution of her boobs.
Yes, there has been quite an evolution.
From the triangle titties to like actual physics. So.
I love so much that you just called them triangle titties.
Yeah, if you
That's what they are.
They were, yeah.
If you get a chance to, Kelly, that's definitely a game. The reboot. And the I think it's what Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, I think is what they called it.
Yeah.
On PS4 is actually really good, or Xbox One, either one. But I actually, that was, I think, one of my top games from that year.
It was very good.
Because it was a wild card. Nobody expected it to be good.
The only thing I didn't love about it was the ending, but otherwise I thought it was a very good game.
The ending was bizarre, but you know, the rest of the game was so good that I didn't give a shit by that time.
Yeah, I agree with you. It was a very good game and a good surprise.
Better than Uncharted.
It depends on which Uncharted we're talking about. I'd say it was as good as maybe one of the Uncharteds, but definitely not as good as 4 or 3 or 2.
Definitely better. Absolutely better than 1.
Yeah, it was better than 1. I'll give you that. It's better than 1. 1 was the start of Uncharted, and they hadn't figured out where they wanted that series to go yet. It was kind of a little shallow in what it did. It didn't do that much.
Actually, believe it or not, the way that 1 performed, because I didn't have the PS3 at launch, by the time I got around to getting the PS3, you told me that you liked it, but you also told me that you liked anything that Sony makes, so I didn't really know if I can believe it.
There's definitely a lot of things I don't like that Sony has made.
But the majority of stuff that they put out at that point, you're like, oh yeah, I like this. This is really good. So I had to like pick and choose. I went with Killzone. I made a good choice there, in my opinion. But I was not big on it because everybody was like, it's okay, it's all right. And because of the reviews of 1, that's why I actually never got into Uncharted.
Yeah, the first one reviewed the worst of them. It got like an 87, I want to say. At the time, it was good. But as the other ones came out, it became pretty obvious that the first one was very limited in the scope in comparison to where they eventually went.
Look at the water. It affects his clothes.
Yeah, that was amazing at the time. At the time, that was amazing. All right, so we got to do a $5 sub gift. We'll do that during the commercial break. We got to do Bean Boozled. We'll do that when we get back. We'll do a lip sync when we get back, and I'll be Pornstash Andrew for that lip sync. So we're going to go to the second commercial break of the night. Hold on tight, warm coat. We'll be back in approximately 60 seconds. Welcome back, Level Uppers, to the Level Up Show, episode 202. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you like what we're doing at any point, please hit that heart button here at twitch.tv/The Level Up Show. Turn on notifications. Make sure you get alerts whenever we go live, which is 5-6 days a week at this point, and more in the future once we get to that full-time streaming status. So really would appreciate that. And of course, the prize wheel is active. We're moving towards our next prize wheel segment, but if you do anything worth $5 more, meaning sub, resub, pledge on Patreon, cheer, tip, host for 10 viewers or more, that will log you in the queue for the next prize wheel segment. Let's get back into the crux of the show. Once again, guys, prize wheels will happen again on our next prize wheel segment. Anything worth $5 or more will get you in there, meaning subbing, resubbing, pledging on Patreon, cheering, tipping, hosting for 10 viewers or more. Moving back into the level update. Second week in a row, I'm talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake, because you guys all know how much I love talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Trash. That game is going to be trash.
This time around, we got our first images. They are concept art, but still, of Final Fantasy VII Remake in a year.
Is that a boat?
It's been a year. That is Aerith's home.
Is that an airship?
And there's Aerith. That's Aerith. That's her.
Who is
we
it?
see her. It's Aerith.
Who is it? Are you sure?
She's on the freaking screen right now. Finally, we see her as a blurry blob of pink. It's a beautiful thing. But let me be honest with you. I'm so weak to this game that this is all it takes, man. I swear to God, I got chills looking at these freaking pieces of artwork. I'm so freaking excited to see how they're taking the original art and the original CGI pre-rendered scenes, and you can see like they're staying so true to it too. Like that really looks like Aerith's house in the original, but like a little bit grander, a little warmer, a little cozier. Like they're doing it, man. Oh my God, I'm just so freaking excited. I can't even explain it to you. But on top of that, supposedly the 22nd, which is that tomorrow? 22nd, yes. Official
today.
Right now.
Well, now,
right now.
Yeah, now the 22nd, the official opening of this art convention, or whatever you want to call it. There might be some news beyond just the artwork here.
Have a good night, well, thank you so much for
your
support.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, we get more than just concept art. Although I'm okay with just seeing some concept art for now. Hoping E3 we get some like actual footage of Tifa or Aerith or something like that. But Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse there, getting some concept art of them by Roberto Ferrari.
This game is going to be hot garbage.
How dare you, Mike? How dare you? We do have a question for you guys. A poll that we're going to put in the chat. Since
On
we
a scale of 1 to shit, how terrible is this game going to be?
Mike, you bite your tongue. Bite your tongue.
I'd rather do that than play this game.
Oh my God. Blasphemy. So we're going to ask you, who is the character that you most want to be revealed next? It's hard to see with these glasses on.
Do you still have it like lingering in your mouth?
I'm okay now. I'm feeling okay. So this is a big one. We got a whole... This is going to drag all the way down the screen. So we've got Tifa, Aerith, Zack, Sephiroth, Sid, Vincent, Yuffie, Kate Sith, Red 13, or other. It actually couldn't even fit on the poll there. Those are all of your options for the character you most want to see revealed next. Mike, how excited are you for this game?
I'm actually pretty excited. You know what? I'm not that excited right now. I'm trying to keep my expectations plain, just because when the fuck is it coming? How is it going to be delivered? You know, what system is it going to be on at this point? You know, there's so many things that are up in the air. I don't want to get myself excited for something that will possibly lead to disappointment for something like this.
Kelly, do you have any interest at all in Final Fantasy?
No, none.
Kelly, what games do you like?
I don't know. That's a hard question. It's
you know,
not
you
that
like Fable. It's okay. I'm not going to give you a hard
It's
time.
not that I don't like Final Fantasy. At this point, I'm just overwhelmed by how many games there are, and I know that people are like, oh, 7 is best, but I'll just never play it. Probably.
That depresses me to my core.
Absolutely fine. I mean, the remake is something that you should possibly play.
I mean, I own... Which one? I think I own 8 and another one on Steam.
Okay. If you own 9, then
I've just never
my God,
played
please
them.
play that one.
You know?
We got a few votes coming in here. Looks like 3 down is getting most of them. Zack. And Aerith is actually the correct way of spelling it now. The only time it was ever spelled as Aerith was on the original 7 release in America. In Japan is Aerith, and then after 7 released and Crisis Core came out and everything following that, they changed it in America as well to be Aerith, not Aerith.
That's why it always confused me, because when I played it, I was like, and I saw everybody talking about it, it's Aerith. I know it's Aerith because I read it, and S does not make a th sound.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why.
Yeah, it's still hard for me to get on board with it being Aerith. I'm so used to it being Aerith, but you have to. That's the way it is now. I'm pretty sure they're going to keep it as Aerith in the remake, because in Crisis Core they called her Aerith, so I doubt they're going to change it at this point. And you guys voted for Zack actually being the one you want to see most now. I'm a little surprised. I really want to see Sephiroth actually in gameplay, because we've seen him in artwork, in the key art, but we haven't seen him like in engine. Like, I want to see what his character model looks like. That is really exciting. Zack is a close second because we haven't seen Zack at all on PS4 as opposed to Dissidia, Final Fantasy NT, where we actually have seen Sephiroth, so we can kind of imagine he'll look similar to that. So, but anyway, moving on. Mike, you're up with the NPD results. It's a big one because it was the end of the year.
It is a big one. So NPD results for 2017 and December have come in. Number 1, well, starting at the bottom. Yeah. Now we're here. It goes from the bottom, going with Ultra Moon and then Ultra Sun. Sun sells better than Moon apparently now. Then The Sims 4. It doesn't say what console though.
That would be all of them.
All of them? Okay,
yeah,
so this is all together.
Remember, it goes by revenue on all consoles now.
I was hoping to see that it would show what it sold better on.
If you want to look, the NPD broke down everything this month by console and also by the top for the year on each console and all that. So there was a big NPD, and I didn't put it all in here. It's a lot.
Right. All right, so then you have Just Dance 2018, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Need for Speed Payback, of all things, which is kind of crazy that Need for Speed Payback sold better than The Sims or Just Dance.
Yeah, I guess Sims is... Everybody's played it on PC at this point, right? So,
but selling better than that was Splatoon 2, then Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, Destiny 2, all the way down. Is that what, top 11?
Yep.
Wow, in the top 11, beat out by not only FIFA 18, but then Grand Theft Auto 5.
Nothing stops that beast. Nothing stops it.
Destiny 2. Get wrecked. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Then Assassin's Creed Origins also sold better than Destiny 2. That's insane to me, man. That's crazy. That game
Assassin's Creed Origins is like, I feel like, might be I haven't played it yet. It's on my list, but people were treating it like the revival of the Assassin's Creed series.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to playing it. I held off waiting to see if it was worth getting into because I really did not get into the last couple ones. But I'm actually excited to get into it now. Then PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Madden NFL 18, Mario Kart 8, which was the remaster.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Deluxe edition.
Not only a Switch game making it on here, but a remake from the Wii U beating out Legend of Zelda, which is what people were buying the Switch for almost.
Yeah, but you know, Zelda's been around since March, so.
So is Mario Kart 8.
Since March? It didn't release with the console, did it?
Yeah, Mario Kart 8 was a launch title.
Oh, really? I thought it was like June or something.
No, it was a launch title.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, no, wait. Maybe you're right. Maybe you are right. Oh, I had to go find out now. But even still, it was, if anything, it sold later. It was like June.
I think what happened, though, is I think everybody who got a Switch got Zelda with it.
Right.
You know, at launch. So these people that were getting it now.
Oh, I'm reading for December. Never mind. I think I'm reading for the whole year.
Oh, no, this is
I
just
thought
for
the
December.
top 20 was the whole year. Wow.
No, we're going to do overall
All right.
after this.
Sorry about that. All right, so for December, finishing off December was NBA 2K18, then Super Mario Odyssey, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and then Call of Duty World War II.
On screen right now.
Call of Duty finally beats out an EA title again for the first time in a while. Oh, wait.
See, I thought Call of Duty was number one.
Call of Duty is
always number one, right? Yeah.
Battlefield and EA, the DICE teams always feel like they're going to do better and do this and do that, but they never do. And this year, that rightfully so, because Battlefront.
But we do have the overall 2017 top 10.
But again, going with that, overall for 2017, Mario Kart 8 coming in at top 10.
Yep.
And then Super Mario Odyssey, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. I forgot how much.
It's so much better than anybody expected.
Strong that was? My God, that was crazy. Mario Kart was in April, so a month later.
Okay.
Thanks, Baz. I forgot how crazy of a powerhouse that game was. I hope they keep improving it in the way they do. Like, between Rainbow Six and now The Division. Dude, I'm not kidding you. I put 6 hours into The Division on Friday.
Okay. Nice.
It's so fun. It's so entertaining now. But yeah, so I'm hoping that goes that way. But it did sell really well for the year. Grand Theft Auto 5 sold well enough to be on the top 10.
Number 6 for the entire year.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
My God. Never ends.
Oh, man. Then you have Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Madden NFL 18, Destiny 2, NBA 2K18, and Call of Duty World War II.
Yeah, so overall, Destiny 2 number 3 for the entire year. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, compared to NBA 2K18, it's kind of crazy to me.
I'm surprised Madden didn't do as well as NBA.
Yeah.
I would think Madden would do better.
I don't know. I think that Madden train, the hype has fallen off. I think people are still going strong with the... can I play Division without Season Pass? You absolutely can. I'm not going to get into all that, but yeah, you absolutely can, and the update has made it far more worth your time.
And I think we talked about it the previous week, but Switch was the number one console for December, I think at 1.5 million units.
Followed by
huge
Xbox.
jump, which is crazy, though, because in November, it did like 700, 800,000. So I'm not sure what caused that major uptick. Usually December does do better than November, but still, to see like a 2 times increase for Switch in December versus November, I'm wondering what happened there, if it was word of mouth or whatnot. And then PS4 and Xbox One, it sounds like those were like neck and neck, but Xbox One squeaked ahead, I think, for December. Overall, PS4 was the top selling of the year, though, console-wise, hardware-wise. So,
but yeah, Dustin, you're missing out, man. You can say what you want. Division is probably one of the most entertaining games at this point that I've played in a while.
You have come around then, for sure.
I
remember when you were down
everything on it. That people. Well, I absolutely was, because when I stopped playing, it was crap, and then I came back for that survival. I thought it was pretty cool. But everything, and if you look at not only the subreddit, but people talking about like trying it out again. I was going to talk about it at the beginning, but we kind of got sidetracked. But Division is, in its current state at 1.8, not only the game, it's not exactly the game that we thought we were getting, but it's better in some ways. There's a mode called Resistance, which I've been playing a lot of, where it's basically like the Call of Duty Zombies type map, where you just have a whole sprawling map that you can go anywhere on, but it's just waves of enemies coming. They added extra stuff to the Dark Zone. They added a much better loot system. They actually added new types of loot. It's fucking awesome.
Good. I'm glad that you have come around on it, and it turned out to be the game that you wanted it to be at the beginning. That's great news.
It took a while, but apparently that's Ubisoft's thing. Let's release a broken game, hear community feedback, and then make it exactly what they want.
Kelly, you're up with the final story in the level update this week.
Great. I don't know how to pronounce this word, so I'm probably going to butcher it. So, PlayStation reveals is it Totaku?
Yep.
Totaku collection of figurines. So, a new series of figures from Think Geek, which I love their site, based on a variety of PlayStation franchises, has been revealed. It's called the Totaku collection, and it features incredibly detailed figurines of Kratos from God of War, Crash Bandicoot, Sackboy from Little Big Planet, Heihachi from Tekken, Parappa the Rapper. I've never played any of these games except Crash Bandicoot, the Hunter from Bloodborne, and Phizar FX350 ship from Wipeout. Each figure is priced at $10 US. The Totaka collection is available exclusively from GameStop, of course. You can check out the full set so far right here, as well as in the gallery below. ThinkGeek's new line of figures will be released on March 23rd, 2018. Each figure, which can be displayed multiple ways, stands 10 centimeters tall on a fixed, non-articulated base. I think this is actually kind of cool.
I like these a lot.
I'm happy that they're just going after the amiibo. Not that it works with your consoles in the way amiibos do,
right.
but still.
I don't even use my amiibos for that. So.
Yeah, everybody just uses them as figurines.
I'm honestly going to probably get the Sackboy and the
stuff,
Crash. Very possibly going to get the God of War.
Did it say with $9.99? Is that the price?
$10, yeah.
Yeah, see, like, this, in my opinion, is something I would prefer, actually, to even pop figures. Like, these are really cool. They're really tiny. I could get a ton of these and just line my shelves.
I wish I was more into Bloodborne, because I would get that one. That one's actually, in my opinion, probably the best looking
Hunter,
one.
yeah. Hunter's pretty badass. Kratos looks pretty awesome, too. I've never been into Wipeout.
It's really rare to find figurines with this level of detail for that cheap. Honestly, the price point on this surprises me.
How much do amiibos cost?
Anywhere from $8 to $15, I think.
Yeah,
$16 maybe.
Yeah, $10 isn't bad.
For the $10 is a steal, because this is intricate. Just from what I'm seeing, Flash, I don't know how that's intricate.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get the Sackboy and the Crash. I might get the Kratos one.
What about you guys in the chat? Which of the figurines shown off is your favorite? Is it Kratos, Crash Bandicoot, Sackboy, Heihachi, Parappa the Rapper, Bloodborne Hunter, or the Phasar FX350 ship?
Let me ask you then this. What figures would you like to see come out of this if this takes off?
God, I mean, obviously, there's a few.
Okay.
Like Cloud, like Sephiroth, like Solid Snake, like Sora, like, let's see, who else would be? Cole from Infamous, even. Or,
that would be an awesome one. I would like that.
Nathan Drake, of course.
I'm surprised Nathan Drake wasn't in that.
Yeah, it's a little surprising Nathan Drake isn't in there.
That they have the guy from the person from Bloodborne, and Heihachi from
the Traveler from Journey, 100%. Give me the Traveler from Journey.
That would be amazing.
That would be so good. Yeah, God, there's so many I would want. I would have to dig deep because the list is probably.
What do you think about a
strong.
$15 or $20 version of Trico?
Oh God, yeah. I mean, you would have to be a larger version for sure. Yeah,
that's
just
to
get the detail, the
version,
intricacies of that character. But I would also like the boy too. Give me the boy and the beast.
Yeah.
For sure. God, there's so many.
$25, and it's Trico with the boy like curled up, like laying against him.
Joel and Ellie.
You're welcome,
course,
Sony. I just gave you a phenomenal idea, and I'm not going to charge you. Give me free games.
So far, it's all PlayStation exclusives, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all PlayStation exclusives. So that makes me wonder if give me the boy with my porn stash one. Perfect. But like, I wonder if like a Cloud or a Sephiroth is possible, considering they're not like 100% exclusive. They're third party.
Ginkgo, I wish I cared enough about that game to want that ship, because I feel like that's actually, out of all of them, probably one of the better ones. The whatever that ship is.
The
from
Phasar 350, yeah.
But I don't care enough about that game.
But you guys voted for Bloodborne Hunter.
Yeah, I think it's the best looking one. So
I had to give Kratos one vote. Yeah, the Kratos
was pretty good
too.
detail. I think the issue is that while it's better detail in some ways, you can see where it's not as nice as some of the better, especially now that we saw what we're getting out of the collector's edition. Kratos figure. It's not the same amount of detail, but for $10.
What happens there is the Bloodborne Hunter is entirely clothed, so you don't have to worry about the face.
Details.
Yeah, the finer details. Let me pause this. But when it comes to Kratos, it's all skin, and then you got a Heihachi who is animated. Like, why isn't this pausing? Come on. Who's animated, so that takes care of that. So that's why Kratos is the most difficult to pull.
Right, exactly.
Which makes sense. But so I think he only got one vote of the poll there. You guys wanted Bloodborne Hunter, which I still have not played. Maybe once I go full time, I can finally get to these games. Finally, I was thinking about it. Like, isn't it crazy? Like, I could finish an RPG potentially in like a week.
Yeah.
Like, I could finally start getting this backlog taken care of a little bit, which would be so nice.
Mass Effect 2?
Honestly, Yes.
Get out
I think it's about time.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, I mean, I could finish all 3 Mass Effects in... And honestly, I probably wouldn't even do the first one anymore. I could finish Mass Effect 2 in 3.
No, you have to go back and finish it from the beginning.
Yeah, no way. I could do 2 and 3 in under a month. I could probably do it in a couple
absolutely.
weeks.
I think you could.
So, yeah, once I go full-time, I think it's about time I do the Mass Effect series. It's about time. I'll suck it up and do it. Suck it up, guys.
Johnny likes that Kratos has 9 inches on him.
Okay.
Apparently.
All right, and that wraps up the level update. We have no wheel spins in this segment, I believe, right, Kelly?
Womp.
I don't think so. No one's done any since Girl at Games and check on.
No.
Yep, we're good on the wheel spins, guys. We have another wheel spin segment to close off the show. So if you do anything worth $5 more, you will be put in that queue. That means subbing, resubbing, pledging on Patreon, sharing, tipping, and hosting for 10 viewers or more. Keep that all in mind. Or if you do a stagger. Stagger us. Come here. All right, moving on. Let's get back into the stories. We got those tiny little stories that we like to talk about each week in what is called Rapid Fire News Roundup. Ha!
Nailed it.
First up in the Rapid Fire News Roundup, we got some details this time on the Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition.
Nice.
So here's what you're going to get. You get an all-new dungeon, Insomnia City Ruins. You get new features such as first-person mode, new gear. Get on my way, keyboard. Get on my way, keyboard. Oh, there we go. New features such as first-person mode, new gear, and new bosses. Armiger Unleashed, which is after you collect all 13 Royal Arms, a more action-oriented mode of the Armiger is unlocked. The Royal Vessel, you can go out on the boat, as you saw on there. You can even fish on the boat. There will be all Season Pass content. That means Episode Gladiolus, Episode Prompto, multiplayer expansion for Comrades, and Episode Ignis. And over a dozen pieces of DLC, including weapons, regalia car skins, and item sets, are all in the Royal Edition. One thing I'm wondering is if the Royal Pack, which is for people that already have Final Fantasy 15, that costs $20, does that also come with all the episodes? Because if so, I might jump on that.
Don't jump on it right away.
Yeah, if it's $20 and I get all the episodes, I get Comrades, I get the expansions, and all these little features they're adding in, all for $20.
Well, that's actually not bad. I'm going to buy the PC version.
You're going to get the PC version?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not willing to spend full price again.
Oh, I will.
I'll
spend it, and then you can just play it on the PC. That way you can stream it, and then you can see the PC.
Yeah, I guess if it's on Steam.
Yeah.
We could do that. So. If it's on Steam, yeah, we could family share it. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, we'll have to see if it's on Steam.
I mean, if not, we'll just log in with my account, whatever other thing.
Yeah, that's true as well, I guess. It looks actually really, really good, though. The game they should have released.
To see it.
The game they should have released.
Yeah.
After that, NIS, and I don't really know a lot about the series, but it's good news for those fans out there. They have announced a Disgaea remake as well as a Disgaea sequel. 2 new titles announced at the Nintendo Direct on January 18th, mini Direct. Inspired live stream, it says, where they also announced a remake of the original and something called the 25th Ward, the Silver Case. So all you Disgaea fans out there, I think it's a strategy RPG.
Luki, stay tuned.
Enjoy. After that, Activision CEO Eric Hirschberg has stepped down. He's leaving the company.
Do you feel that this is good or bad?
I honestly don't know.
But me neither. And this company is so confusing to me because I honestly don't know who the hell calls the shots.
Yeah.
And I honestly, at this point, between Konami and EA, I don't know who's worse anymore. Because originally I hated Activision for more than EA for the longest time because I thought EA was improving on their customer relations and the way that they approach games, but Activision started making all these decisions that really kind of changed my mind about them for the longest time, and I don't know.
Well, anyway, his statement was, quote, "This is an amazing company. I have nothing but admiration for the incredible team I've had the privilege to lead, and I have nothing but appreciation for Bobby for giving me this transformational opportunity, and also for having the vision and conviction to champion a creative person for a leadership role on this scale." So it seems like he's leaving on good terms. I'm not sure what his goals are. Maybe he just wants a change, maybe just want something different. I don't see this like changing the company or anything like that.
No,
I think it's just a guy stepping down.
It could be, yeah. The way I read it too, you got to remember that there's always this corporate speak.
Yeah,
you never know what they're trying to say, and they're trying to just give it a straight as possible.
Good spin.
But I don't know. I feel like he's actually leaving not because he wants to pursue other things entirely. He just doesn't like the way that the company is handling certain things, or liking the way that he has to make the decisions, or not liking how people don't listen to the decisions that he wants to make. So
maybe he doesn't like being in the spotlight of a company that's hated too. you know.
Right. I mean, that's so many companies, though. So when you're in that type of position, that shouldn't be anything that you should be that worried about. You know, otherwise you don't have the good mind for it.
For sure. After that, Dustin was really excited about this news and really wanted it in the show. There's a new Aliens game in development for PC and consoles. It's going to be a shooter, of course. It's coming via Fox Next Games, which is relatively new games branch of Fox. The studio in charge of development is Cold Iron Studios, which was established in 2015 and has since employed talent responsible for working on games like Doom, Borderlands, BioShock Infinite, and more. While still anyone's guess what kind of form this shooter will arrive in, it's very likely to have a strong online component, or at least Fox Next Games' Aaron Loeb gives that impression in an interview at GI Biz. He said, quote, Cold Iron adds a whole dimension of game development and play to our arsenal. Long play session MMOs targeted to PC and console gamers. The kinds of games Cold Iron develops will enable us to deeply explore the worlds of our franchises, starting with the Alien universe. So it might be a continuously online thing, potentially, which could be interesting, what route they would go in the Aliens universe with that kind of game. So good news for those Alien lovers out there. Isolation started off really great and got really long in the tooth by the end of it. But I did enjoy the first half of it a lot. Great news, Mike. Castlevania renewed, not for 4 episodes, for 8 episodes.
I was so excited. The moment I saw this, I went right to Rick. I'm like, Rick! I'm so excited for
the first season was very good.
I loved it. I loved it so much just because there were so many nods to the Castlevania series. And there's a lot there are enough people that are saying, "Oh, it could have been better because of this," or "I didn't like that."
It was a little rushed.
But again, it's more so people are being nitpicky like they are with anything, especially if you're a big fan of something. I think as far as an adaptation from the games, not as much maybe the story or anything like that, but the games to the screen, this is definitely a good interpretation of the series because the games are constantly reinventing this story, that story too. So this is a good interpretation of that series. I think they did it really well in the 4 short episodes we got.
Yeah, I agree.
The point where I thought that was actually one of the best things to come out of a Netflix original in recent time.
And it's the best thing to come out of the video game franchises,
Absolutely.
taking, that route of television and movies. The best one, at least one of the best ones I've seen yet. Well, this one's kind of crazy. PlayStation is working together with Nike on the sneakers you're about to see on screen. They're kind of crazy looking. Kelly, have you seen this?
I have not.
Take a look at the screen right now. Take a look at these. I'm going to put it up big for you guys. Take a look at these sneakers, man. First of all, does it actually light? It does. It has a power button. It actually lights up. LED lights. 3 modes. Off, on, and pulse. So it actually does light up. I was curious. Midsole PlayStation Galaxy themed. It's got the colors on the strings there, which is pretty cool. I do like that. I could do without the Nike symbol. I would rather just have a PlayStation themed one, honestly. What do you think, Mike?
I'm getting these.
You getting these? What about you, Kelly? Do you think this is kind of cool or just kind of dumb?
They look ridiculous, but I love them.
I have to see the price, but I actually was talking to Danielle about them yesterday, and I showed her earlier in the day, and I showed her last night again. We were actually at the store, and we were looking, and we had been to pass by shoes, and I was looking at them real quick because I would like to get another pair to replace these with, and I was like, oh, I actually know what I'm going to get, and I showed her the video of this.
Yeah.
And she goes, she's like, that's actually kind of cool. She's like, who's the best? I was like, I don't give a fuck about who that is. Whoever the basketball player that's getting behind it.
Yeah.
And he's, gaming has been a huge part of my life and this and that. Like, oh, sure, bud. But the shoes themselves are really cool. I literally said, and I was joking, and I said, I'm going to get these. She's like, how much are they going to be? I was like, I don't know. They're Nike-inspired ones, so they're probably going to be, $100, $120, and she's like, all right. Wait, really? So I think she's on board. Get them. She's on board, so I might go with it.
I think we might have just got another Ask a Question. Guys, we're coming up on the On the Spot segment very soon, which is dedicated to answering questions from you guys. You can redeem the Ask a Question redemption on streamlabs.com/levelupshow. It puts your question in a queue that we will answer during the On the Spot segment, so keep that in mind. It's coming up very soon.
I forgot to ask you to put in the Got No Game, the Dragon Ball Z inspired shoes. Have you seen those?
No, I have not.
There are 8 pairs, or 7 pairs?
Okay.
7 pairs, 8 pairs? Oh my god, I want them. There are 2 pairs in particular. One, I think, is what most people are going towards, and that's the Vegeta-inspired ones. But there's another one, I think Son Goku is another one of the ones I would like. But they're ones that are inspired by characters or something from the show, and the themes are actually pretty true to what they would look like. I'll have to pull it up for you. but it's pretty often.
Beers adds an option. He says, they're okay, but not for me. That's a fine option. But of the choices that we do have, most of you people are saying they look pretty awesome, but it'll depend on the price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of obnoxious looking, but at the same time, I can't help but kind of want them.
Right.
Just because it's PlayStation and it's kind of like ridiculous looking, so that makes it attractive in a way.
My birthday 2 years ago, Danielle actually got me the Nintendo themed Vans for my birthday and Father's Day, which I have, which I don't wear a lot, but I wear them enough because I like that. I like that there's like a nod to it. Like if I wore them out somewhere, you couldn't tell that they were, inspired by that, which I like that I can wear them whenever I want to. But with these, I like showing that off. I thought it would be cool. I don't know if I care as much about the light up part, but I like that there's the symbols etched into the side. I like that it has the colors that pay homage to it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a PlayStation fanboy like me, it's kind of hard not to feel something looking at them. Or not, if you just like
PlayStation.
Yeah, but I mean, especially somebody that's really ingrained in the PlayStation culture, you can't look at those and not feel like a little bit, oh, that's kind of cool. It's got the colors, it's got the symbols. It's, it's just kind of something there about it, for sure.
Crazy, like Dragon Ball Z Fighters has loot boxes, so. I mean, it's probably cosmetic, so what?
Yeah, as long as it's cosmetic, right?
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's a fighting game. What are you going to get out of a loot box? What are you going to get out of that?
We got a couple more stories. We Happy Few delayed once again, this time to summer 2018. This is actually causing some outroar just because it was, I think, April was supposed to be the date. And I think, was this Kickstarted? Was this a Kickstarter
I don't
project?
think so. I think it's an indie game that was shown off a long time ago, and instead of kind of rolling out with it, they put it in early access, and now they're kind of expecting people to care.
Yeah, that's probably what it is then. The studio acknowledged in the delay announcement that the reaction was fair, the outrage. Although it reiterated that, quote, we've done a huge amount of work and the scope of the game is substantially increasing over what's there now, which is a very unusual situation for early access games, especially as we have a retail release on the way. So it sounds like, yeah, it's in early access. People were waiting for that retail version and they just keep delaying. So people are upset and they are trying to calm them down. But look for that in the summer, hopefully. We got two more. Housemarque is working on their next game. It is not for PS4. It is going to be a PC exclusive game, unannounced currently, but they did say recently that they are not going to be doing the arcade genre moving forward, which is a big bummer for a lot of people.
I think it's going to be very multiplayer focused. I wouldn't be surprised. And I wonder if it's going to be an always online type component too.
I mean, yeah, games as a service is something I think they even acknowledged in their statement that they aren't going to do arcade anymore, that it's just not bringing in the bucks. So maybe that's the route they're going to go. I'm very curious. I would love to see them do something like an RPG, like an action RPG, but that's probably not the safe route to go. So we'll have to wait and see, but it will not be on PS4, sounds like. And lastly, the final story of the night in the Rapid Fire News Roundup, Dead by Daylight adding another villain, Jigsaw. You want to play a game?
Kind of interesting. I actually like that they're doing this. I haven't played the game yet, so I don't know what he could really do to it. But
yeah, right.
I think that's actually a really smart.
Dustin was complaining because he doesn't technically kill anybody. Jigsaw. He has other people kill for him. So he's not like he's not a serial killer. He's not a killer. He's like Charlie Manson. You know, he's the guy who pushes other people to do the killing for him. But I can see why they would go that route. It's a good one to bring into Dead by Daylight, and it definitely has its fan base.
I mean, I think it's just more so it's a game, and they just want to have fun with it.
Right? Yeah, it's just really like, hey, this is a fun, quirky one to add in. Yeah. Let's get as many in there as we can, kind of thing. And they just it brings it back into the spotlight for a moment. You know, whether it be Freddy Krueger or Jason or Michael Myers or Jigsaw. Absolutely. It allows us to talk about it again as we are doing right now. So I can see why they do it. It's pretty cool. All right, moving on. Let's get into the community focus segment of the show. What's it called, Mike?
Uspis.
Say that again?
Uspis.
Uspis? Uspits? Piss? Uspis. It's actually called On the Spot, guys. Every week you can go on our Discord at discord.gg/TheLevelUpNetwork. You can submit your hard-hitting questions for On the Spot, or throughout the show, you can go on streamlabs.com/TheLevelUpNetwork and you can submit your questions to be answered live. We can go through the queue and take a look at them, and we're going to do that right now. First of all, we had a Truth or Dare, which let's pull it up on the website first so I can actually see. It's a little too small over there, isn't it?
I think it was from Split Maniac.
Split Maniac was the Truth or Dare. That's correct. All right, so let's see. Let's go to our redemptions here. We got Truth or Dare. Lick the bottom of your shoes. If that doesn't work, then what is the weirdest dream you've ever had? I do not have shoes down here. You have shoes. So, Mike, we have a choice here. Either you're licking the bottom of your shoes.
No.
Or we're answering, what is the weirdest dream you've ever had? You go with that? I think I do have an answer to that question.
Okay.
Go ahead. You go first.
Oh, I'm going to go first?
You go first, yeah.
When I was a kid, I had to be no older than 8, 9, probably 8. I dreamt a sort of weird zombie type dream. Now, what's weird about this is nowadays it's not weird, but you gotta remember I'm 8 years old, and this is in the 90s where zombies weren't really a big thing. You know, Shaun of the Dead had not happened yet. The Day of the Dead remake has not happened yet. So this is like at a weird time. So zombies were actually kind of, you know, uncomfortable. It was a weird thing. So I had this dream, and I'm on my street, and there's somebody that I know, I think, but like they're just walking toward me and I'm just uncomfortable, but I don't like, they're not acting like a zombie. They're just like kind of out of it, and I know I should be uncomfortable by them. But then fast forward to another area. Do you remember, what was that? The CAC or whatever? The community center?
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
It's in there, I think, and there's like a bunch of these zombie type people that are just like walking around, and I'm like on top, and this girl that at the time I had been friends with, that I had an 8-year-old crush on, was like across the way, and I had to swing across and get her, and we found out in the process that the way to turn people back from being this zombified state was to squirt them with ketchup. So I swung across on a rope, grabbed the girl, and squared the zombies with ketchup and saved the day.
Way to go, man.
Thanks.
Way to
I
go.
appreciate it. It was
make a movie
arduous.
out of that.
It was very arduous.
Copyright that script right now. I've got 2. One, they're both kind of short and sweet. That's why I'll say both of them. The first one, I'm going to say I know what the reaction to this dream is going to be in the chat. I can see it already. All right, so I was very young when I had this dream. I was probably like 6 years old, and I feel like that's important to say because innocence should play a part in this. I was hanging out with like cousins or something, like upstairs. Again, I was very young, so it's a little vague, but I do remember the punchline of the dream. And we were upstairs and we were just playing around, and suddenly like I'd start feeling weird, and like my mouth starts like bubbling up and foam starts coming out of my mouth, and like I look down and I've got a shirt on, but suddenly like this thing starts like pushing out from lower down, and I lift up my shirt, and a hot dog is growing out of my belly button.
So is this like... What?
Again, I was like very young, so it wasn't what you guys are thinking it was.
I don't know, man. I think it was your body trying to tell you something.
It's like that old? I had no idea
Have
what
you
the hell
watched
that
Big
even
Mouth?
was. I had no idea what that even was at that age. I had no idea what that even was
This
at that
definitely
age.
sounds like a scene from Big Mouth.
I swear to God, it was a hot dog. It was a hot dog growing out of the belly button.
Nick Kroll, where are you?
Maybe that was your brain's way of trying to like rationalize something that you'd seen. Like maybe you saw your dad or something, and your brain was like, "That makes sense."
Kelly!
My dad or something. Did you really
Kelly!
say that? My dad or something?
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, sometimes you like walk if he's in the shower or like you walk in. It happens.
Okay. The second dream.
Kelly.
The second dream. Kelly showers with her dad.
That's not what I said. That is not what I said.
Dude.
The second dream was much more
God.
disturbing.
All right, we're done. You already gave one weird dream.
The second dream was much more disturbing.
You're done.
I was
We already know that you
upstairs
have dreams
sleeping,
about death.
and I
You're
heard
done.
scary noises. And I get up out of bed and I walk
God.
downstairs.
Stop.
And I walk into
Nope.
my family room,
All right,
and
we're
there
done.
are blood and guts everywhere.
I can't hit the mute button, guys.
Just
It's not
blood
working.
and guts everywhere, all over the
my
wall.
God.
Really, really disturbing.
Everybody
messed up
else says
dream.
no. They say no. You're
So
done.
I went into the closet because I heard noises like footsteps. So I rush into the closet, and I can see through like it's like one of those double door ones. I'm looking through the crack, and there's a figure walking down the steps, and and the figure turns out to be Freddy Krueger. It's Freddy Krueger walking down the steps, and I'm terrified and trying to stay quiet, and he clearly knows I'm in the closet.
So you
So
squirt him
he
with ketchup.
walks up to the closet, he slides open the door, and I just take a look at him, and then he pulls off his mask, and it's Macaulay Culkin.
That's even worse.
And that's it.
That's terrible.
I don't know which is worth, having him in front of you or having Freddy Krueger in front of you.
I don't know. Current day Macaulay Culkin is terrifying.
Yeah. So that was. I have one more, but I'm not gonna tell it.
No, you're done.
I'm done.
You're done.
So there you go, truth or dare. We answered the truth. And we got a question from Crazy Legs. That question was, with all the hype for Final Fantasy VII, Kingdom Hearts 3, etc., do you feel like Borderlands hype has died
It's
down?
such a bizarre thing that you have brought up, because I was literally thinking about Borderlands 3 the last couple days. It's not that any other game has, in particular, I guess, drained my excitement and my hype, but I'm also concerned that it's not going to live up to the hype that I want it to at this point. Like, in my head, this game needs to be like, I actually have much more realistic expectations for Fable, which I never thought was going to be coming back, than I am now for Borderlands. I feel like, and not to say that I don't want it to come. I'm afraid that they are not going to be able to innovate in the same way and bring the same amount of charm that Borderlands 2 did. Because I think in this state, in this climate for video games, games have to be different than they were,
right?
Like that, and that game is like almost a little too unique. I don't know.
Can I just say, your average bro, that is the most interesting spelling for Macaulay I've ever seen. Macuchica self.
The J and the F are silent.
Okay. Macuchica self. Doesn't even come close to my weirdest dreams. 2 out of 10. Says Wormcoat. I've got some other ones I could tell you, but I'm going to resist.
Right. Those, let's be honest, those actually weren't our weirdest. Those are our weirdest that we're
willing to share.
Right, exactly.
Yes. Weirdest that we're willing to share and can share on Twitch. All right. And we've got our official on the spot, which came from Dustin this week. Again, guys, go on our Discord at discord.gg/levelupnetwork, and you can submit your hard-hitting questions there on our dedicated spot question or channel. Here we go. Dear the Level Up Show. With the recent surge in popularity with horror games and asymmetrical multiplayer such as Friday the 13th, Dead by Daylight, the upcoming last year, and there is even a developer working on a Scream video game, do you think that we will see more of these licenses given out to devs for other franchises? Or do you think it's another troubled or failed niche in gaming? Sincerely, Delone Gummin.
I think that these games can work in the right setting. I think Friday the 13th kind of found its niche. And we all remember that it wasn't even called Friday the 13th originally. Right. It sounded so much like it, and it kind of was it, that they got the sponsorship or the endorsement to do it that way. So that was pretty awesome, and it worked for that. I think that horror games and horror movies can kind of play off of each other pretty well, better than a lot of other types of games to movies, and vice versa can. I really would like to see more.
I would like to see like a Supermassive Games take something like an actual horror franchise and try and do an Until Dawn style game with an established franchise. I think that could be really cool, and I think those are the potential areas that this could go, where licenses are handed out to established horror developers like Supermassive, like even Capcom, or maybe the Five Nights at Freddy guy. Maybe he wants to eventually move on from that franchise and actually do like a licensed game. I don't know. I think there is potential there. I don't think it's going to die anytime soon.
No,
actually.
I'm actually hoping that we actually start to see more involvement now that VR is taking off a little bit better. I think VR is a real great way to push not only that
for sure
piece of equipment forward, but that medium forward in a better way. So I'm actually looking forward to that really much more than anything else. Are you done?
I'm done being porn stash, Andrew, yeah. Congratulations to Cascade 56. He got the special thanks drop from Dropbot. Congratulations. You'll add it in to next week's special thanks in the credits. But yeah, just to close off, I don't think they're going anywhere. I think that we're kind of just seeing the rise right now of horror games from established franchises.
Again.
Yeah, I think it's going to keep going, and I think you're going to see some big developers potentially jumping on at some point. I don't think it's a niche or however you say it. How do you say that?
Niche?
Niche? I say niche.
No, it's niche.
Niche.
Did you ever watch Boy Meets World?
Nah. Well, I have, but I don't remember what you're talking about.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's his niece.
Oh.
It actually ended up becoming a running joke throughout the rest of the series.
Kelly, you have like no desire to play horror games?
Very little desire. I might play like Dead by Daylight would be okay because it's with other people, but
Okay.
some unknown AI that's just chasing you around.
What if you were
Do
streaming
you like?
it? Does
I
that
think
make it
even
okay?
I think even then, no. I think it's just horror games. I don't do well with like jump scares, and I don't do well with
Yeah.
like even gosh, what was it? What was that one game about? You were like a park ranger and you were going into the it was like a
Firewatch.
walking. Yes, that scared me. I was
Really?
so yeah.
Are you the type of person that like avoids like the Halloween themed episodes of TV shows too?
No, I don't mean. Not really. I won't watch.
Not
the scary
really.
ones,
I
but-
like how it's not a definitive no. It is a kind of, but not
Sometimes.
really.
That Boy Meets
It
World
depends.
episode with the pencil through the head. I have nightmares
I
about
don't-
that every
I don't
day.
do
Oh
horror.
my
I don't like
God.
horror. I don't like things. I like being safe and secured, and horror does not do that for
You
me.
millennial.
So, I know.
Millennial.
Snowflake.
Are
Oh my
millennials killing
God.
the horror industry? Next
Yep,
up,
they're killing
five.
everything. Kelly, let's be
God.
honest, they're
I
killing
heard on
everything.
the radio they were like,
That's
"Are
amazing.
millennials killing the warehouse industry?" I was like, "Who the fuck cares?"
We're killing the restaurant chain industry. So.
killing
Oh
everything.
God. It's just
We
a
suck,
bunch of
let's be
BS.
honest.
Oh well.
All right, I don't think we have any wheel spins.
No.
We do not. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm willing to go into sub-only chats and talk with viewers a little bit just about anything, or if they want to ask some questions about like the full-time announcement or like any like little details. Like I'm willing to talk a little bit about it, but it's not something that's like, you know, I don't know exactly what it's going to be yet. I'm still working through all of it. I've got an idea, but I will put us into subscriber-only chat for the next 15 minutes, and we can close off the show that way. Well, then ask us anything. It doesn't have to be about the full-time thing. You can ask us anything. But I just figured maybe some of you guys would want to.
Kind of like a pseudo Discord night.
Yeah, kind of. All right, sub-only chat has been activated, guys.
For me, Wormcoat, yes, Firewatch was scary. Because it's like you didn't know what was going on. There's unknown, and you were like, is it this sinister thing? Is it that sinister thing? Where's the other person? Is she like, I don't know. It just, there was a lot going on. And then there was that one part where you're going down in the caves and that door shuts behind you. That was the only indication ever that someone else was with you, and I about shat my pants. And I'm like, I put the controller down. I walked away. I was like, nope, I'm done. And then I eventually came back to it, but no.
I just want to give a quick shout out to B8888 and Cool Derpy21 for their follows tonight. I missed those. Really appreciate those follows. Keep them coming, guys. Hit that heart button here at twitch.tv/levelupshow if you enjoy everything, and turn on notifications. And if you want to get into sub-only chat right now and ask us anything, then just subscribe. $5, $10, $25, or even Twitch Prime for free. If you have Amazon Prime, you can link it up and do it that way. So get the questions flowing, guys, or Kelly, since you are a sub as well. You can ask us anything. You can get this party started. Ask us something.
Okay, building on dreams. How do you guys dream? Do you dream like...
I dream
lucid
actually
dream?
in
Do you
third
read,
person.
Okay.
I don't
Do you
dream in first
color?
person. Yes, I dream in color and I dream in third person. I dream as if I'm directing my dream, as like a filmmaker. Like it's very dynamic, and like honestly, like when I wake up and remember it, I'm like that. The way it's like shot, I'm amazed that like the mind is able to work things out that quickly. You know, that it can actually like frame a story that way. It just you know, that quickly. Let me pause this. What about you? Do you dream in third person or first person?
Depends on the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the dream. I'll do both. I remember dreams where it's both. I remember dreams where I'm not even part of the dream.
Right, yeah, I'm with you there too. Yeah.
So,
New Dobbs Order asked, well, Average Bro first. What are you guys' guilty pleasure games? Whew. I don't know that I have one, honestly. I don't feel guilty about any of the games that I play.
I don't have any guilty pleasures. Like, everything that I like, I am very open about.
Do you feel guilty about any of the games you play?
I'm trying to think if there is any games that I play that I feel guilty about.
I'm usually pretty
You know what?
picky
No,
with
I
games.
do. I'll indulge in the occasional mobile game.
Okay.
And that I feel a little guilty about because I know that they're shit. Absolute shit.
Yeah, sometimes, right?
But like I'm really addicted to the matching type games. I don't like the way they're going. Like I was always a big fan of Bejeweled.
Yeah, Bejeweled's fun, yeah.
Like Candy Crush and everything. I can't like, oh, match 4 if they're in a square. Like, no, motherfucker, that's just clumping them together. That means nothing. Like, get a third one on there, and that's skill. You know, so.
Peptic Cascade just came through with the follow as well. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Can we get an Andrew fashion show? I'm going to need you to elaborate on that. Am I just being like either Pterodactyl Andrew and walk out Pterodactyl Andrew, and then I'm Porn Stash Andrew, and then I'm Old Man Andrew? Like, what is this fashion show? What like, I need more information. After that, we had a question, I think a full-time
what's the one game you're looking forward to finishing most?
Let's see. That's a good question. I think it would happen before I went full-time, but I'm really excited to get into Zelda. And finish that, and I know that's a very big game. Persona 5 should be finished before I go full-time as well, so I can't really say either of those. I'm excited to finally be able to say, like, shut up, guys. I played Mass Effect 2 and 3. They sucked, and I can say it now because I played them. That's what I'm looking forward to. I think the most. I can
see you like going into like the chat, just messaging Dean, being like, "Hey, Mass Effect sucks."
I'm sure I won't think it sucks. I'm sure 2 and 3 will be better than 1. For full-time questions, I do like the chill streams, like behind the scenes. Will that show up in your scheduling? Yes. As I was saying earlier, I think Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'm thinking that I will end off those days with a 1 hour behind the scenes create the show so that I can build the creation of Sunday show into my full-time schedule as opposed to having to stay up late at night. Because once I go full-time, no longer am I doing midnight streams. Like, I am actually spending my nights with Kristen. Like, that's the goal here. To relegate, the streaming and everything to down here, 8 to 5, 8 to 6, and then it's done. I'll be on social media, and of course I'll take part in that as I'm supposed to. But streaming-wise, it ends when I stop at 5 or 6 p.m. But you will get creative streams, for sure. Let's see. What else we got? That's not for us. Do you have a safe word, Kelly?
No, I don't, Johnny. Thank you, though.
Dirty Abner says, Drew, you should check out Dragon Quest Builder demo on Switch. Okay, I will keep that in mind.
Do you have any interest in Dragon Quest?
I have played like the mainline series a couple times. I played 7 and 8. I never finished 8. In all honesty, I bought it to get the Final Fantasy 12 demo. But from what I played of 8, I did enjoy it. I just never finished it. I know that it's a great series, and I'm looking forward to the one that was announced. Have I played Minecraft? Just a little bit here and there.
Do you like it?
It was enjoyable, but it was like a lot to wrap my head around.
Dragon Quest Builders is Dragon Quest plus Minecraft.
Okay.
Speaking of Minecraft, Mike, you should get on making a new Minecraft server.
If you guys want that, I'll do it again.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
It'll be on PS4.
That's Johnny fine. I have a PS4 now, so I'm not out of the loop anymore.
There you go.
I'm fine with anything.
Don't lie, Andrew. You make a PowerPoint of your dreams before you go to bed and follow it step by step.
Knowing you probably do. And then you probably are like, wait, no, that can't happen like that. Do it again. Let's repeat, but you got to do it this way.
Do you guys remember, do you lucid dream at all?
Yes.
I've never been able to lucid dream.
I lucid dream in the sense that I can remember dreams that I have had. So I had a dream where like things were totally out of my control. And it was just like an anxiety dream is what I call it, because it was just like stress from step 1 to step 1,000. Woke up and I was like, that stressed me out. I don't feel rested. I feel on edge. And then like 2 or 3 weeks later, I had the same exact dream, but I remembered my old dream. So I was like, that's about to happen. That's about to happen. Fuck that guy. He's gonna betray us. And it all worked out. And that's actually like only the only 2 dreams that I remember. Is that one and another one?
Performed Inception on yourself.
Dreamed. It's like, I don't know. Like I can't. Some people can lucid dream to the fact where they can like, oh, I can fly, or I can.
That's what I was gonna say. When I realize I'm in a lucid dream, I always try and test the boundaries and see what I can do.
The only thing I can do when I realize that I'm lucid dreaming is breathe underwater. That's the only thing that I can do differently.
Yeah, for me, it always lasts like a minute, and it sucks. It's like, oh, I'm in a lucid dream right now. Let me test some things, and then I'm always like, don't wake up, don't wake up. Like I'm trying to keep myself in sleep while also testing the boundaries, and then I always wake up like a minute later. It's so hard to stay in a dream once you realize it's a dream.
Well, I used to get such bad nightmares that I think I developed lucid dreaming as like a coping tactic, because there was like 2 versions of myself, and I would have conversations with myself about like there's dream me and then there's real me, and real me would have to calm dream me down because I'm like, dude, it's just a dream, you're fine, like it's fine. And then once I realized, oh, I'm dreaming, then the nightmare went away and I could go back to sleep. So I think that's where it started. But yeah, I had real bad nightmares.
The Average Bro asked, did you guys try out the Metal Gear Survive beta? I'm conflicted about it.
I didn't get around
No.
to doing it. I debated it. I even debated downloading it on my system, but by that point, I'd actually heard a couple reactions that said it was fine, but there wasn't anything special about it. Like playing the game, playing the modes was okay, but the menus were very boring. And realistically, I'm not gonna get the game just because if the gameplay is only fine. And nothing else is very polished, and the multiplayer interaction didn't seem all that appealing to most people. I feel like this is going to be even worse to me than Ghost Recon Wildlands was, which I actually loved that I was able to spend that time in there because the world was nice and, you know, I like the guns and the customization. So if this is even worse than that, then I have no interest in it.
I just kind of refuse to play it, in all honesty.
That's a big part. I don't want to be
I'm almost afraid to try the beta. I know I could do it for free, but I'm almost afraid at the chance of it being okay and me be like, oh, this is actually pretty good. Like, I don't even want to give it that chance.
Mm-hmm. I get it. And there's a lot of people, I'm you know, it was talked about with a couple people, you know, do the people that this game is going to appeal to care about what happened with Kojima? You know, is that going to interfere with it, or are there like it's a very weird thing because this game, you know, Metal Gear in general is almost a niche game. You know, so you would think that most people know, but then you go and talk to people and they're like, "Oh, I had no idea what." No, niche. Yeah, that's what I said. It's niche. You know, you go and talk to these people and they have no idea what you're talking about. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a very weird thing. And I'm very interested to see how it does. But no, I have no real big interest in the game right now.
Drew, so would you stream early in the day? I work second shift, so I wondered if I might catch you before work. It depends on what you mean by early in the day. It's going to be kind of like a normal full-time job. It's going to be what I imagine now, probably either 8 to 5 or 8 to 6. 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., depending on stream extensions and all that.
So early.
Yeah, and as I said, I probably would start with a mini morning talk show, and then I'd move into games, and I think very often I'll
get like East Coast and UK viewers with that.
Yeah, I mean, it covers a long range of time, honestly. I feel like I'm going to cover a lot of different time zones from that time period. And I mean, that's what most full-time streamers do. They do the normal 8 to 6. That's when you're covering the most ground, and I think you'll get a lot of different groups of viewers that way. After that, let's see. Not a question for us.
Nope, going down.
Keep going. Have you ever had deja vu? And if so, does it happen often? What's the last deja vu thing you remember?
I used to get it a lot.
Same here.
A lot. And not like... But like, I always never... Like, I know that they always say that the deja vu is just your brain processing things in a different way. But I feel like I can tell when that
I don't
happens.
think it is. I don't agree with that.
I'm glad that you think that too, because to me, don't get me wrong, I feel like there are times where that's what's happening. You know, because you can definitely sense that things are just moving slower is really what it is. And once you have that understanding, I think you can feel it that way. But there are definitely times where I'm like, I know seconds in advance, like I feel like I can say that's going to happen, that's going to happen, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not just like, oh, I'm processing this quicker, you know, or slower. I'm actually able to call the shots on what's going to go on.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not somebody that believes in like ghosts or other like crazy supernatural things, but when it comes to deja vu, I truly do believe that it is like an error in the time continuum. Like you are seeing the future. You are seeing a predetermined destiny, because I do think that there is that. I do believe in destiny and predetermined fate, and that we follow a course, but if we go off that course, it creates alternate dimensions. I honestly do believe that. So I think that deja vu is almost like something happens in the brain. Something happens where you dislodge from the timeline, and you are able to see another branch, or you're able to see the future of your timeline. That is my opinion on deja vu. All right, moving on. I think we're caught up.
Yeah, I think that was it so far.
So far, we are caught up. I will only catch... That was quick. I sometimes dream of people talking about dreams. Is this real? I mean, yeah, you can dream anything. God, like, we were talking, we dream about other people sometimes. Like, I don't always dream about myself. There's been times where I'm not even in the freaking dream.
Right.
Like, that's even more like, I feel like I'm just directing a film.
I feel like that
in my
happens
dream.
far more often than
I dreamed a dream of days gone by.
Is that a...
That's a Les Mis quote.
That's what I thought.
Except she was singing it, not saying it.
Have you ever been stuck in a dream? Yes. Well, it depends on what you mean. There has been a time where I've been stuck in sleep, even though I was awake. Have you ever had that? It's
Sleep
terrifying.
paralysis?
Yes, I guess that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I've had it only once, and it was like the longest. Mine only lasted for like 45 seconds, I think, in retrospect. But it was the longest 45 seconds of my life. And the only way that I knew how to time it was because the Game of Thrones music was playing in the background because I had fallen asleep watching it. So the menu was playing.
It was truly one of the scariest things.
It's awful. It's so awful.
Yeah. You think you're dead. You think you might never wake up from it. You're just like, how do I get out of this? I can't open my eyes. My eyes are frozen. I can't open them.
I wonder if that's what a coma feels like.
Probably.
And one of my biggest things, I hate, like, if I'm trapped, if I kind of burrito myself in the middle of the night, it'll wake me up because I don't like feeling trapped at all.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was just like living my worst nightmare because I couldn't move. Like everything was, I was trapped eternally. I was like, oh my God, it was the worst on the planet.
If it ever happens to you again, I looked up what you should do if you're stuck in sleep, like paralyzed. And what you want to do is the most minuscule movement. You don't want to try and focus on moving your entire body or opening your eyes. You want to try and focus on moving your pinky, something like that. You just want to try and do that one thing. If you can just move your pinky, then everything kind of breaks loose and you can get out of it. Mm-hmm. So don't try and move your entire body or open your eyes or get out of it. Just focus on one little thing and see if you can do it, and that'll get you out of it. But it's scary, very scary. All right. I will only catch one stream a week on that schedule. Sorry to hear that, Jameis. Of course, we'll still have the Level Up show. You can count on that every Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
A lot of my watching will be done at work, so I'll be a lurker.
But as I said, it's not set in stone. I'm not 100% sure yet that it's just going to be 8 to 6. Maybe it'll be broken up. Maybe Kristen would actually like me to stop around 1 and have all that day with her.
Different days could be different.
Yeah, or maybe that's a possibility too. I could do like Tuesday and Thursday be different.
Every Wednesday you do early morning and then don't come back until 6 o'clock or something.
Yep. So this is why we have a lot of time to figure this out. I can talk with you guys and we can figure out what's the best, not just for our community, but for Twitch and growing the community and all. Thank you so much for watching tonight, guys. Thank you so much for all the support, all the kind words, especially during the announcement early in the stream. I appreciate all of that so much, and especially the big tips tonight, the $33.33 from Baz and from Dirty, the $20 from Mel, and all those little $1 and 100-bit cheers. All of that means so much and does, of course, add up on that full-time streaming goal. It's not going to show up immediately, a lot of those, whether it be cheers or subs, but as I said, I will update it manually every month and make sure you're seeing what is in the wallet ready to go for that security blanket. And the more we get in there, the longer I'll have to give it a shot. You know, $10,000 is really the minimum in my mind as far as when I'm willing to really go for it. So we'll see how long that takes. You know, if it takes a year, it takes a year. Mm-hmm. We'll build up to it and we'll go for it and we'll do it together and we'll see how things go and we'll be able to say we gave it a shot. All right. And thank you to all the follows. Of course, hit that heart button here at twitch.tv/TheLevelUpShow. If you haven't yet already, turn on notifications. Make sure you get alerts when we go live. Check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/TheLevelUpNetwork. Hit that sub button. Turn on alerts there as well with the bell. Patreon.com/TheLevelUpNetwork for perks in return. Something is coming soon. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet, but it is eventually going to be linked up with Twitch, where if you're a Twitch sub, we can actually make it so you get Patreon perks in return. Mm-hmm. So that's coming soon. I know Patreon is working on that right now, and I'm very excited to introduce that feature so that our subs and patrons can overlap a little bit. Because right now, I know a lot of you guys don't want to be one or the other. You don't want to be a patron and a sub. You want to be a sub or a patron. And so sooner or later, we'll be able to just kind of merge those two together. What are you thinking of playing this week, Mike?
Johnny said something about Division, but if you guys want Minecraft, I'll probably get to do that. Otherwise, maybe more Cuphead.
Cuphead's a good one. Yeah, I'll probably do Cuphead on Wednesday, as I'll just continue that sequence. I'll do Persona, I think, tomorrow, and maybe I'll change it up on Friday again, do something different. I'm not sure what yet, but keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on our Discord.
Map is out.
Okay.
Or the remake of the map is out, and it's actually really entertaining.
Yeah, so that would be a good Friday community night stream. So I might do that on next Friday. Keep an eye on our Discord. It's a great way to keep in touch with us, guys. Discord.gg/levelupnetwork. You can also take part in Community Question of the Week and on the spot through our Discord. And just talk with everybody that's a part of this awesome community all throughout the week. So I really recommend that you guys do that. We'll be putting the rate in the chat. Keep an eye on there. Stick in the room so it automatically transfers you. And we'll see you throughout the week with gaming talk shows and game streams. Thank you so much to Kelly for being here again. You're awesome, Kelly.
And the 3 octillion bits.
Yes, $3,000 bits. Thank you so much, Kelly. You're awesome.
Yeah.
See you guys throughout the week. Until next time, take care. And as always, don't forget to
level up.
Level up.
Thank you.